Because I'm worth it.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hi.
Someone wasn't muted during the intro, and all I kept hearing was banging. Like throughout the entire
Was it me?
intro.
It wasn't
me because I was muted.
It wasn't that back. I heard like a little. It sounded more like a muffle, and I was like, and I see that you were muted, and I'm like,
It was like someone
we were
moving their
about to
mic
start
or
when I
like their
noticed.
chair or
Yeah,
something.
it was probably me. It was probably because I thought as soon as you probably introed, I pressed mute and camera off because I went to go grab something.
She probably unmuted you then.
yeah, 'cause it mutes automatically. So
And then
Oh.
I unmuted myself because I'm retarded.
that's what I mean. Like you think about muting, right? 'Cause it mutes automatically, and she's like, "Oh wait, let me mute myself." I've done that before. I had family over visiting,
no.
and there was little ones over, right? And I was on Jay's stream while he was playing Resident Evil, and I thought I hit mute, but I hit unmute, and then I was like, "All right, I'll get you guys a snack in a minute," and I yelled it, and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't live, but she was live." She's like, "I muted you." I'm like, "Sorry, I have family over." Like,
My bad.
Whoops. Yeah, it was fun, but we do it. It's the life of a
And
streamer.
everyone in the chat was just more annoyed that you weren't fetching them a snack at that
They
point.
were,
It's
they
like,
were
well,
like, so
you
where's the
promised me a snack.
You got cookies? What's
Guys,
going on?
I have a snack for you. It's called whiskey.
Well, in
She's
that
like-
kind of aim, if I could find it, where on earth has it gone? My tabs are all messed up. I don't know what's happening.
Oh no,
This
just
is in
Bruce.
all sorts. He can't highlight anything.
What's he gonna do?
I swear I've lost like 2 different tabs. I'm very confused.
It's
Do
okay.
you do have a history though?
Oh no, there we go. So
Okay.
this
Oh, I was
week
waiting
I have been focusing on inventing a new
It's-
exercise routine
Oh, no.
specifically for everyone on the stream so we can all keep in shape. And
Aw.
I think I've nailed one. I think this is basically the perfect thing that'll keep everyone encouraged.
Okay. Oh,
Whoops.
absolutely. Yeah, this is perfect.
It's like if anyone wants to lose weight, this is the way you do it.
When you have alcoholics on the stream, this is the best way to get them to work out. I love it. I love it so much.
I could really see X-Ray doing this. Like
Yeah. Well, I saw
Well.
this, and you guys might have seen this around, and I thought this was so funny. So when you have questions on Amazon, you go and check the page, like, oh, I wonder if anyone had the same questions as me. In India, a man asked, "Is the woman included?"
Is woman included?
No.
Sorry, is woman included?
Yeah, we
No,
had
it's
to
just
disappoint
funny.
him. I'd love to
My
know what the
bad.
actual price is. It might be 142, whatever the Indian currency is.
Not pesos. Oh my God, rupees.
Definitely not pesos.
Rupees. It's probably like 2 cents.
that's
Of course, the
Mexican.
woman's not included. Okay, women aren't that cheap there. Okay.
It
Well-
also begs the question how, if a guy is asking if the woman's included, he ended up in the women's lingerie section in the first place. It's like, there's generally a woman involved if you're going for to buy lingerie.
I almost
Show Bob.
I bet you he was just in this lingerie section. It's like how guys probably used to use like the Sears catalog underwear section as their spank bank.
Oh yeah, over here it was the Argos catalog, pre-internet days.
Tell me, chat, is that true? Before, it was as accessible. Did you use the Sears catalog or whatever is the equal to wherever you're from?
That reminds me
The
of
only
Step
thing that
Brothers,
matters
when they're like,
is-
"What's your favorite pornographic magazine?" Like Good Housekeeping. Like at the same time, you said that. Do you remember? You guys
But-
have seen Step Brothers, right? Really? What?
The only
Sorry.
thing that matters is the Buffy quote from Xander, where she's like, I can't believe that turned you on. He was like, I'm 17. Aluminium foil turns me on. It's like,
Oh my God.
Trey's got a gong over there.
but
My phone
Look.
fell because it was like sitting over here. I'm so sorry.
I was a bit annoyed by that Cray Girl comment, and
Which one?
all I could say is authorities are searching for a rogue squirrel that allegedly bit 18 people in an Indian university before vanishing. And my only response to this was, I swear it wasn't me.
Oh.
Everyone's just suddenly like, are you sure?
He was
It's
trying
like,
to curry some favors.
look, I was just very protective over the lingerie section. I was like, I didn't want all these extra men in here getting all the women before I had a crack at them. That's what it was.
He was just marking his territory.
Yes. It's like you've got it. Survival of the fittest. There was also this one that someone did in response to that same one, which it's a pretty cool picture. Never surrender, little guy.
What? You look like you have a Drax arm.
Yes, well, he needs to fight off those Indians somehow.
I thought you could just throw some soap. I'm kidding. Okay, I'm
No,
kidding.
you're not. No, you're not. I'm kidding. I'm not.
In all honesty, the only time I could ever say that I would be ever annoyed of the smell is if you don't wear enough deodorant. And this is when I used to salsa dance, and so you're just sweaty. And then I remember there was someone who just did not use or didn't smell like they used enough, and that smell stuck.
Yeah. Listen, deodorant's important, everyone, okay? I remember Jay did a PSA before MegaCon. He's like, guys, if you're going to come up and you want to, like, you know, be waving your arms around and stuff, like, he did this whole thing, like, just wear deodorant.
Yeah. Do I smell ever?
No.
Okay, I don't wear deodorant.
She's
Yeah,
like
but isn't that a common thing in like Asian countries?
Yeah, we don't have.
They think all foreigners stink because compared to them, I think it's something
Yeah.
like Asians don't produce the.
We don't produce the sweat. I have never had to use deodorant. I used it for like I would say fun because a lot of other my like colleagues in not colleagues, sorry, peers when I was in school, they were like, oh, we have to start using deodorant. Oh, we're shaving our legs now. We're doing this. We're doing that. I'm like, oh, I'm cool too. It was performative.
Well, lucky X-ray. She saves a lot of money on deodorant.
Well, I mean, that's true until you work at JP Morgan anyway, which I don't know if that's going to be a topic that comes in later.
Oh, that's definitely
Wait,
going to be a
what?
topic.
Yes.
Well, since you brought it up, listen, I thought.
Well, I was wondering if it was too early in the stream, is why I wasn't bringing it up.
Oh
No, well, since you did, we have to.
I would wait
When
for the scanners to pass by first. The Terminator drone.
Oh, you're right. You're right. We'll minimize this. You know what? We will start with. Sorry to everybody who likes to fly Spirit. I never have, and I guess maybe that's a good thing. But Spirit Airlines is officially shut down after 34 years. All flights have been canceled.
I'm actually surprised they've been open for 34 years. I only found out about them maybe like 10, 15 years ago at most as like the budget airline.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, I haven't really looked into this, but just because of the rest of the world, I'm assuming it's come down to the increase in oil prices and stuff, and they just weren't ready for it, and so they ran out of free cash. Because I've heard this with other airlines, they were having to shut down flights because they'd sold the tickets way in advance, but they sold them on previous oil prices, and so they were losing money on each flight.
I could see
and
that.
it just makes you wonder, but why don't you buy the oil at the fuel at the same time you're booking the tickets, so that you've got the price nailed in for the flight that you're already selling tickets for in case something happens? Because I know electricity companies do that.
Okay, as the American here, Wicked, does Spirit fly only within America or is it international?
I don't know because I've never flown Spirit, but I'm guessing because you guys probably would have heard more about it then, right? Because you said you only
Delta
heard about
is the one that does international.
Yeah, Delta
from what
does
I know.
international, and I thought
United too.
I thought that Frontier was the Spirit. Oh my gosh, was the budget
Spirit of Spirit?
Well, no, because I do Frontier sometimes. Because if I fly to Buffalo to see family, it's like a 2-hour flight, and it's usually pretty cheap. Like right now, flights in general are not cheap, but they are like the cheapest, and it's nonstop. Because I hate stopping. I don't care. If I have to pay like a little bit extra for nonstop, I'll do it. Especially if it's like 2 hours, right? Like I hate places like if I have to go somewhere that's like a 5-hour drive from me, and then you got to drive like to another state, stop there, get back on, and it ends up being close to the same amount as driving. It's like, well, I'm just gonna drive. You know what I mean? So that's why I like Frontier, and they're not too expensive. So if Spirit is cheaper than Frontier, that's probably why I've never been on there, because I think that'd be too like scary for me, like the prices. You know what I mean? Like my safety is important.
Chick says they went to Mexico. Okay. Not that far still, but I don't know how airlines work in terms of how they procure oil, if they have to pay on the day that they get oiled or whatever kind of cars.
You can basically buy anything in advance. Like you can do it by buying, there's like various different methods, but one way is to sort of, it's the same way the stock market works. Essentially, you'd buy shares and then you'd sell it back to people at the time. So you could lose and go up and down and stuff, but because you're selling your tickets in advance, it just makes sense to me that you would sort out all the prices as you go along in advance. But it seemed, obviously, if you don't do that, you have more cash flow, which is probably what they were concerned about. But at the moment there's some kind of major international incident, and this has been mentioned before, so with just-in-time kind of delivery service to everything, so your supermarket doesn't have a load of food out the back. It gets its food delivered every single day for the next day. That means if there's one single problem across the entire country that stops food, that there's no food anymore, and we just start starving. And this is a product of that just-in-time delivery method that everyone's doing. No one's planning in advance. There is no reserves.
This is just like Hollywood.
Mm-hmm.
And their creativity.
You're supposed to make hay when the sun is shining, and everyone's like, nah, I'll be fine tomorrow.
I've never flown this. So, I mean, I don't have people I'd feel bad for, people that lost their jobs, but they could probably go to another airline and find a job. You know what I mean? Hopefully,
it's
I don't know.
It's a saturated market now, I would say, with the airline closing like that.
I feel bad for everyone that had to fly Spirits, just from what I've heard of the people that fly Spirits. It's like having to put up with the rest of the customers is awful. But the issue is now, those same customers are going to have to spread across other airlines.
And
now everyone's going to have to suffer.
We don't want this. As someone who never really flies budget airlines, because I don't like that practice of like, oh, you have to pay for a carry-on bag, not even just the bag under the seat. You have to pay for a check-in bag. You have to pay for your boarding ticket. You have to pay for. There was one someone told me you had to pay for the toilet, depending on which airline it is.
Wow, I've never seen. So Frontier does that.
Or what? Like, seriously, what are they going to do? It's like, I need to pee. Well, that's £2. I'm not paying it.
Yeah.
I refuse.
Then what they're going to do?
So
I'll just piss in the corridor if you want.
I would say that Delta and Air Canada are 100% my favorite.
United,
that I've been on. They're best. Did I do United? I think I've done United like once. But I think it was Delta was pretty good. What about JetBlue? That one's like another one that got.
Isn't that
they're over here in Europe and
one,
stuff,
right? Like that's a budget one. Yes. Oh, someone just said it in the chat. It's a new Carnival cruise. So JetBlue is where they're all gonna go.
Well, then we're fine. Delta, don't worry about it.
They're not gonna go to Delta. I would say Delta as far as like American airlines, because Air Canada, like I can't take Air Canada to like somewhere in America, right? It's only when I go to Canada.
Ryanair is the one where you pay for the bathroom. Okay.
You got to pay for
Ryanair's over here in Europe. I hadn't even heard that. Because we have Ryanair and EasyJet are our budget ones.
Well, like even if it's like an hour, because everything in Europe is like an hour, hour and a half away. Like it's not a huge deal. I wouldn't mind doing a what do you call it? The budget airline for that reason if it's close. But like I can't imagine going to like Vegas from Toronto, a 4.5, 5 hour flight. I have to pay for the bathroom. Hell no.
The funniest thing is places like I think it's Ryanair still does the business class seat, but because it's not international, and it's only a couple of hours, the business class is essentially we've pulled a curtain just behind the seats. That's the only difference between the two classes. It's like you don't have to turn around and look at the plebs.
And it's funny though. Like now we're gonna go over to the like Delta talking about it. People like not even to be like a jerk about it, but if Spirit was really that budget, people that were flying Spirit aren't going to go up to Delta. They're going to find someone else. Like, because I think Delta is one of the more expensive.
Where's Greyhound
ones, right?
in all of this?
Greyhound,
I feel like they could absorb those customers.
They're going to get busy. That's for sure. Greyhound,
but they will now.
Amtrak.
Because it says they're offering reduced tickets for them. And so, yeah, there will be a time where a load of Delta people will have paid more for Delta, and they're just going to have to put it with Spirit customers, despite deliberately trying to bring it there.
It's just for the next 5 days. It's just to help with people who are stranded.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. But who?
But if it's for longer than 5 days, oh hell no. I feel bad for the people for the next 5 days.
Yeah, look at Steph's.
Excuse me. I've not seen this reply. Oh my god. Wait, is Burger King like a budget fast food? I actually love Burger
I
King.
don't think so.
Thank you for saying that, because I got crap one day. I'm like, you know what? I don't eat a lot of fast food, but I was like just like in the mood for a Whopper, and Jay was making fun of me, and I think he even like asked someone like Ryan, like, do you ever like crave a Whopper? He's like, no, and like I got like just roasted in
Some
chat.
people crave McDonald's. McDonald's is like worse than Burger King.
Worse. Oh my god,
Yeah.
It's when you say price though, because now none of them are cheap. So
No,
I
yeah,
don't think there is
no.
like a budget.
Oh,
You can
we
actually
went
go
to Burger
into
King.
like bars and restaurants and get cheaper burgers than McDonald's
and
now.
they're
It's
way
kinda
better.
wild. Yeah.
We got gypped at Burger King. Do you remember? On our
Oh
road
yeah,
trip.
they didn't give us your bacon sandwich,
So mad.
burger. We were like, because it was like we were on a road trip, right? So it was one of those roads where like you couldn't just like turn around and go back. We were like, we would have had to go all the way to an exit and go around. And I was just like,
And
that
we
was
were
like
on a toll
freaking-
road too.
It was like a $12 sandwich, and I was like, those monkeys. I don't know.
Those monkeys.
Those monkeys. Those
effing
yeah.
monkeys.
Yeah, there you go. But no, it kind of was upsetting. But you know, poor X-Ray, because she's the one that didn't get her sandwich.
I had fries. It's fine.
Yeah, but
But
I
yeah, the
remember that.
people in these comments were freaking hilarious.
what's your plan to keep the Delta passengers safe from the Spirit passengers? Oh my gosh!
Is it really that bad? Like to be
Look at this Spirit folksy and
From the
Delta regular
videos that
price.
I have seen flights.
Dang, look at
kick,
this!
I've seen
Canceling it.
fights kick off at the check-in desk, and I'm like,
shut the front door.
if you start a fight there, you're not getting on your plane. I don't even. It doesn't really matter if you think you're being hard done by at that point. You can't kick off if you want to fly to where you're going. But they're just too thick to actually realize that, and so they're just, oh, you're not doing exactly what I want, and immediately start a fight.
Yeah,
You know what? We live in this world where I feel like rules aren't followed. But have you ever been on a plane where a rule isn't followed? You will get arrested. You will
Yeah.
get kicked
Mhm.
off. I have never
They're
seen
not
rules
playing.
enforced so well on an airplane.
yeah.
Or
They don't
even
mess
before you
around.
get on a plane. You won't even be able to
Well-
get on the flight if you're too drunk or something like that. Or not wearing
Yeah.
enough clothes.
It turns out if you just harshly punish people, they behave. I
Isn't
know
that
that's
Crazy
shocking
how
to
that
people,
works, right?
but actually, if people are misbehaving, the punishments need to be increased. It's that simple. Like the very idea, because I always love the one where they go, well, actually, there's no scientific study that proves that the death penalty would stop crime. I'm like, how are they going to commit crime when they're dead? Like, this is literally the most obvious solution to crime that is physically possible. If you murder someone and then you cannot murder people anymore, you have now reduced the amount of murders. And yeah, all you get is, no, actually, all these people, if you increase the crime, I think the idea is like they play up or something because they haven't learned anything. You really need to put them there and then you need to tell them that what they did was bad because
It's
they
like
didn't know they were bad.
It's like gentle parenting. It doesn't work. What is wrong with you?
No.
It's true. It's true. I don't know if you want
just
to call
need
it
to
the,
hear them. Who
the
wants to
o-
listen to them? They're children.
let them have their feelings. Wait, what? They're having a tantrum fully in the middle. Okay.
Yes.
I like the kids that are like raised properly, and like you just see them in the cart, like their mouth kind of open, just staring at them in disgust, like ew. Like
Oh,
they're
no,
throwing
that was-
tantrums,
That
judging.
was us. Whenever we went to a restaurant, the server would always go, your children are also nicely behaved. And we get free stuff because she was like, you should see everybody else.
Aw,
We
that's
need more
cute.
kids like that. You can always
Yeah.
tell. You can always tell, especially now that the generation of Gen Z who came from some gentle parenting. I'm not saying all, but they
All
are
gentle
so
parenting.
freaking rotten. They're
Yeah.
selfish and spoiled.
It's
Put
true.
them on the
I've seen
naughty
a lot of
step.
it.
Yes, and if the naughty step is outside in sub-zero temperatures, they'll learn faster.
I remember in elementary school, I may have told the story before. I don't know if it was in private with you guys or on stream, but in elementary school, we had a principal, and I still remember this. I never had to go because I was a really good kid. But if someone got in trouble, like there was a class clown or someone that played around too much, that got sent to his office, and you could hear him yelling down the hall. Like he didn't put hands on the kids or anything like that, but he just like put the fear of God in them with his voice, like yelling when they would do something. And crazy enough, those kids weren't sent back to that office again after that.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be stern and strict.
Well, because they need to know if you do something bad, you get punished. If you do something good, you get rewarded. And if you do something bad and they get rewarded, what are they going to do? Keep doing the bad things.
Sorry. I'm not skipping supers, but
It's exactly. When has a dead person ever committed a crime? That's all I'm saying. But I did get. I always remember I got sent out of a science class once, and we're just standing by this door talking.
Peru, huh?
With the site that was a physics class, she never really taught us anything. Just about you spent most of the time like talking to the teacher. But yeah, we got sent out at one point, and we were just. I think we went up to visit other people that also got kicked out of their class up some stairs, and suddenly, like there was a huge explosion noise right next to us in the next classroom. I turn around, the guy that was standing next to me at the time isn't there anymore, and I look down. He's at the bottom of the stairs instantly. I have never seen anyone with faster reactions. He must have like jumped is the only way I can think you could get down there fast enough. So we're like, what on earth was that? We go in, the science teacher has got like little pop bottles, like little panda pop bottles, and he'd been filling them with gas and setting fire to them and making them explode. And he was trying to move, you know, like the drop ceiling tiles. He was trying to move them by firing bottle rockets up at them, but it's an explosive mixture. So we literally heard an explosion in the class next to us.
Oh my God. What happened to like using pencils and pens and trying to stuff them up there instead?
Like get them stuck in the ceiling? Yeah.
He told us he got inspired because he went to another teacher's convention.
No,
he went into another science room and all their windows were boarded up. And he went, what's all that for? He said, well, I was doing, and he explained to him the bottle rocket thing, but he used a 2-liter bottle. And the glass windows ended up on the other side of the road. So he was like, I thought I'd do it because it sounded cool on a smaller level.
Wow. Oh, this is petty crime.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I suppose it's legal. Just surprised he could get away with it. We had some right lunatic teachers. Now the teachers are just all banging the students, but ours were kind of
my God.
wild.
It's crazy how many like articles there are about female teachers who are not like ugly by any means. Like what? I get like you could do legal. At least do legal. But no, you have to go turn them to teach kids. I don't understand that.
Because the fact it's illegal is probably part of the attraction to them. It's like I shouldn't be doing this. You also have the thing with women where it's like if they're just around people a lot, they'll get attracted to them. That's why a lot of the relationships happen at work, because you're always around them. That's why you see a lot of women, I've got a work husband. The issue in a school is you're always around people you shouldn't be with.
That's why I have so many work wives. Makes so much sense.
It's all coming together. All right.
It all makes sense.
Let me get a couple supers because we're already starting to fall behind. Thank you guys. Schick for $1.99. Megatron. And Schick for another $1.99. Price of Coke. What?
Remember when pop used to be like $1, like a can of Coke?
Yeah, I remember when a 500 milliliter bottle was 80 pence, and I think a can was like 49.
And Schick for another $1.99. Mushy peas.
Oh.
I
don't want to eat food that someone's already chewed.
He's not into baby food, okay?
No, it's the texture. It's like someone had already been through this.
He doesn't want to be mama birded.
No.
Wolf Day Mexico for 10.
I've seen those Asian videos of the women doing that as well. That's not nice either. I said there was a guy with a drink and he was like, "Where's the rest of it?" And she just went,
ew.
Ugh.
Season 2 of Uma Sume. Did I say that right? Cinderella
so.
Grey.
Oh, that's that horse racing one.
Oh, okay. Meticulously recreates the 1988 Japan Cup in Arima Cayenne, even down to the point certain horses made their moves. Meanwhile, on the West, we get Animal Farm 2026.
Yeah.
About
I can't wait to talk about that.
The anime girls even pull like the faces that the horses did. So there's all the horses just pulling very strange expressions, and they still do that with them. I only knew it from the video game that came out for a bit, like the gacha game.
David, thank you for being a member for 3 months. Hail the panel. Hail Wicked. You so pretty. Well, thank you.
Ooh.
Ooh,
I'm
Sauce.
jealous.
I
Never
know,
said
come
anything
on.
about me.
You're supposed to
You're
compliment
the prettiest
Disparu here.
lesbian.
We already know. Sauce, thank you for the 5. Hi, Wicked Virtue and Extra Girl and Disparu. In 2 weeks, I have my Spartan races 21K, and the next day 10K and 5K.
Why are
Always
you doing that
busy.
in succession? That is insane.
It is, but hey, as long as
Oh,
you're
good luck.
enjoying it, good
Good
luck.
luck.
Yeah. Oh, hold on a
Just
second.
remember to yell, "This is Sparta" a lot as you're going along.
Just for Disparu. There you go. Hertz thinks you're pretty.
Thank you.
What about me, Hurts?
Yeah,
It doesn't
Hertz,
matter
come
if it's
on.
sarcastic. I'm taking it anyway.
It's Hertz. It's not sarcastic. He definitely means it. Middle-aged boomer, member for 8 months. Thank you. Hail Wicked, play Alien Dark Descent. Okay.
It's a good game.
I wanna play it. It's on the list. Disparu best CNC
Command and Conquer and Age of Empires.
Okay.
Age of Empires 2 was my favorite. Never really played 1. 3, I tried and didn't like it because I never played PvP. I liked against AI, and my thing was always build walls. And once you've got a strong defense, then you can go out. And 3 kind of ruined that. It was all kind of rush. Command and Conquer, I think I only played 1 of them. I'm going to have to look at the titles to get back to you with that, though. I know I played 1.
I played Age of Empires once upon a time. It was a really fun game.
Yeah,
actually,
2 was awesome.
I don't know if I might have played that like on PC like a long time ago. Actually, I went to Ramsey's exhibition. Look it up. My brain just like totally paused on that one.
I'm
Which
looking at
game
it.
would
It
you
looks
remake?
cool. Direct
Um,
from the Egyptian Museum, Cairo, priceless collection of 180 ancient treasures. That's pretty freaking awesome. I'm a little jealous. It's in London though, so it's
What-
not as easy to
what
get to.
Okay, all of us. A question for all of us: which game would you remake? That's tough because one of my favorite games is
Deus
Donkey Kong
Ex.
64, and I guess seeing that maybe like updated would be fun, but at the same time, I don't know if that would take away from the gameplay for me, like the nostalgia of it and everything. So
Pinball,
pinball
like on the
computer, like
computer, yeah. Where Windows used to have pinball, we don't have a updated one of that, do we? Like exactly the
No,
same, just with
like-
updated graphics. I don't want this BS of like we changed the game, blah 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 blah. I want it the exact same,
That's
So-
fair.
updated graphics.
I don't know which. They're all so similar, and they're all so many around the same year. I don't know whether I played Command and Conquer 3 or 4 or Tiberium Alliance, but I think it was either 3 or 4.
Oh, and DDR. I would like to play DDR with updated music.
Dance Dance Revolution.
Mhm, mhm.
That would be cool.
I never would have guessed that title. You could lock me in a room in a saw torture chamber,
used to
and I
play it.
never would have understood that was Dance Dance Revolution.
I used to play Dance Dance Revolution. That's how I remember, and we called that was the slang for it. Poe, thank you for the 5. Wait,
It's fuck you.
okay. Thank you for the 5. Epstein is technically dead, but we all know he's still committing crimes.
Well, allegedly, he was still playing Fortnite, so
I mean,
Yeah.
he
That's a
could-
bigger crime.
Guys, would you think he's still alive?
Did you see all
wouldn't be
that talk
surprised.
about him? Like
Mhm.
it's I don't think it's the same person. Like I wouldn't be surprised. Absolutely no, I would not be surprised. But they had this whole thing. It was like in Miami or like Palm Beach or something. It was like Palm Beach Phil or something like that. Someone in the chat might be able to correct me on what it actually was. It was like old guy that kind of looked like him, and they were like, no, it's really him. And like when you put it side by side, it's like, no, this is just a Jewish guy that looks like him. Like I don't know.
I think either it was.
Yes, thank you, Palm Beach Pete.
I think either it was illegal activity which got to him, or he had too much knowledge and they weren't sure if there was like some backup thing of if anything happens to me, it gets out. I think either one is
Viable.
a possible
Possible.
explanation. Yeah.
Yeah.
Knowledge
I
is
would not
power.
be surprised. I would,
Also,
yeah.
he has a lot
And
of
having
blackmail.
blackmail on people, that's power too, yeah.
I think both of those are far more reasonable than both security guards falling asleep at the same time with all the cameras just happening to go out at the same time as he did everything.
It's like
That-
a video game, right? Like, oh, this is when you go now. The
Yeah,
guards
well,
fall asleep.
it's like
you know what I mean?
it's like a mission out of Hitman. It's like, no, first you've got to turn off all of the security cameras, then you've got to slip all the sleeping potion to them, then you've got to find a bin and get a wolf to pee on it that you're going around in a cardboard box.
like
It's
Metal
like,
Gear, like, huh? What was that?
It's
Yeah.
noise?
Metal Gear, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, Jay, thank you for the 5 gifted memberships.
Wow. Hi, Jay.
Jay's having it rough
Jay.
over here on YouTube. Make sure you follow him on Kick and Rumble, please. Well, YouTube is being not nice to our friend.
I was going to say.
I also just redid his kick for him, and it looks really good. So,
Ooh, awesome sauce.
yes. And also Poseidon, thank you for the 5. X-Ray is gorgeous. It's always gorgeous. I agree. The best RTC and CNC red alert to Yuri's Revenge.
I think
I simply haven't played many of them. I think I've only ever played one. I did used to play a lot of RTSs, but not Command and Conquer.
Okay.
I wish I knew what RTS meant.
Real-time strategy.
Ah, okay.
Tinks.
Now we know. Okay, did you guys see this? I thought that GameStop was like
4?
basically like running on E, right?
Well, it depends, right? Because when their stock price yeeted up to the moon, if they still own stock, they would have made more money selling it and just putting it on the books. So,
Oh, real quick, don't worry, Disparu. Hertz has got your back.
I've never been complimented by a donut before.
You're making Ian mad.
Ian's jealous now.
He's jealous, yeah.
All right.
So
you guys,
like,
all of you guys can just flirt with each other.
You're preventing my insults from working.
Oh, they will. We're gonna look back at chat in 5 minutes and be like, "What's going on?"
I'm just
Monkey's gonna get in on it. I know. I was just saying, Monkey will join in soon. We'll summon him. So, yeah, GameStop is reportedly preparing a bid to acquire eBay. I just feel like there's other companies that could acquire eBay that have more money than GameStop, but I don't know.
Also, why? But I don't see the.
It seems so weird, right? Like now everything is gonna be. I would make a joke about it, but I just feel like GameStop's not gonna be able to buy it. If they do, I'll be very surprised.
They could have outside investors or another company owns GameStop that has more money than them that would lend them it or something. It's possible. But
where's the oil investors? Just like for Paramount WB merger.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they could arrange something like that in seriousness. But yeah, I just don't understand what it's got to do with them. Like GameStop was a physical store. They didn't even specialize that much in selling online in the first place. So unless it's just like, well, we don't have a business now, we're not generating revenue, so we need something. So they're looking to acquire
to sell more games and bid on them.
Something to do business for, because they're going to have offices and staff, and they're not going to have any work to do because they're closing all their physical stores. And as time goes on, consoles are going to go more and more towards digital. I'm actually surprised it's taken this long, considering PC has been purely digital since like 2002 or something.
Yeah, I've not bought a physical game for PC.
No.
I can't.
You're right.
It's like it's probably like 20 years or something since I bought a physical game.
Sure.
Yeah.
I do think the physical games won't stop. At least the only one for sure would be Switch. That's going on so strong still. But
exactly, and I think the other consoles are just because, especially now, and I think this is something that'll push people to accept it. Is just the price of electronics with AI is going through the roof. And so if they go, yeah, but we can save you money by not putting in the CD drive and we can make it smaller and more compact, I think people will go for it.
Well, they have been doing that already with PlayStation. They haven't put a CD drive. And same thing with some Xbox consoles, right? They don't have CD drives on it. PCs, a lot of them don't have CD drives on it. So it's surprising that it just hasn't gone kaputs. But
just while we're talking about physicals, I finally got my lenticular cover of Requiem. Isn't that cool?
How'd you get that?
Ian sent it to me.
Ian? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm a little jealous.
The light's kind of messing it up, but it's so cool. If you guys can't tell what it is, it goes from like the Resident Evil 2 RPD to 9.
It's so cool, though.
I didn't open it yet. I'll probably play it on PS5 but I just wanted this. Part of me wants to keep it like this and keep it like safe, but
it's so pretty.
The cover is so pretty. I just can't believe they didn't give it like it's only UK. What about America and Canada? Come on, Capcom, holding out on us.
I wonder if the supplier for that was only in Europe, though. That's probably why.
It is strange though, because America is such a big market. You would assume
that's what I mean.
People would totally love that.
Yeah, as soon as I seen that, I was like, I need it. And then Vera's like, it's only in the UK, and I was like.
It's
like it makes sense when it's the other way around, because it's like, well, maybe there's legal different problems or whatever for us, and we're like a fifth of your size. So it makes sense if America gets something and we don't, but not so much the other way around.
Mazda, this is how he tried to sell me on From. He's like, the best mid-show you'll ever watch. Like a mid-show, thanks. You're really selling me on it, Mazda.
Well,
From,
the thing is, From is dangerous because it is mystery box. It never gives you answers. It does annoy me, and I'm still going to watch it. That's why I hate the show, and I hate myself for watching it. But you get to the end of the episode, it's like, I think I enjoyed that. I wasn't bored. But at this point, I'm still watching just to find the answer that I know isn't going to arrive. So,
Jay says, according to stock options, GameStop was holding a ton of Bitcoin. Okay.
They're gonna dump their Bitcoin in order to
they're
buy
gonna lose it all on eBay.
Yeah, I don't think it's a good idea, but
it seems weird. Like, it just seems like a weird mix-up, right? Like, why would GameStop want it? Maybe it's just their effort of trying to keep afloat for the long term. I don't know.
Well, and GameStop, so I went to one this past week and they had like mostly plushies and Funko Pops, like half and half. Whereas the old school GameStops slash EB Games in Canada used to be like 75 to 90% games. So physical copies have totally just dropped.
Yeah, because despite everyone saying physical is this and physical is that, people don't want it. They want digital because you download it, it's easier. You don't have to swap the discs over. You keep multiple games on your thing at the same time.
Line up at midnight or whatever time.
Yeah,
I remember when people used to do that. I never did it, but some of my friends did. I was like, yeah, I'm going to go to bed. Give me a copy. Thanks.
One thing that we've learned is that convenience is what beats everything. It's why cash is dying because tapping your card is just easier. And why Steam defeated pirating games, because it gave you good value and just a better experience. And so why would you risk downloading viruses when Steam is just so much better? You might as well buy it there anyway. So, and Spotify killed music piracy. If you just make something easier and a better experience, people will do it.
Yeah.
The only downside is things like there was Ready or Not, where they censored content when it got released on console. And so all the digital stuff on PC got retroactively changed to the console standards. So in that case, physical stuff is good, but you can still buy like you can still get mods and stuff which undoes it also.
Yeah, I remember when Stellar Blade they did the update and the outfits had more, and a lot of people were not very happy. Like Phil Chan, one of the biggest gooners out there.
Yeah,
I just remember that one clip of him with the girl going up and down that stupid rope, and he's just like, "Whoa!"
He's giving the audience what they want.
Yeah, and yeah. He was one of those people who weren't happy about that. I mean, for me, it didn't matter, but I get the principle.
Well, of course it isn't. You're not a lesbian.
Yet. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, she was almost there. If that hadn't been censored, it might have turned me. But until that point.
Robots, right?
Like, games have always had that because it's a male audience and men like scantily clad women. And so if you're like, well, I'm going to put more clothes on them. It's like, why? Who is it for? It's for the female audience that doesn't play games. Well, fuck them. I don't really care. It's not made for you.
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with that because that's what's ruining. So I understand on certain levels, like this is a kind of a different topic, but it ties in with it. Gatekeeping gets on my nerves a little bit, like if in certain instances, but I also understand heavily why, like an example is like Warhammer. That's like a heavily male dominated game, right? So when you get like woke girls try to come in and play it and they want to change and they start listening, that's awful, right? That's what makes everyone mad. But on the other end, if there's somebody like I remember X-Ray was playing it and there was like some people trying to gatekeep and like mad that she was playing it. It's like she's just testing out the game. Calm down. You don't need to like jump down her throat. Like I remember that like it was a while ago.
No, there's
Warhammer.
There's a difference.
There was some weird. I mean, we get weirdos all the time, but I'm just saying, like, that's like where it's like, okay, like you're not coming in here like this needs to change, this needs to change. You were just checking it out. But when people come in and they're like, change this, change that, make this for my audience, that's when I understand why people do gatekeeping because they don't want things to change.
There's a difference between not being included but not being excluded. So yeah, you can go and play Stellar Blade all you want. It just shouldn't be censored for you just because you don't like it.
Exactly.
It's like, I don't go onto Book Talk and start slapping all the bull's dangly bits out the mouth. It's like, that's what you're interested
I'm sure
in.
the bulls would like that if you did do it.
Well, yeah, but the woman probably wouldn't, you know, and the women looking wouldn't. It's like you have your smut, we'll have ours. I don't particularly care about your opinion on it, dear. So.
And the crazy part is that they
was like one of the most
publicize
British
it.
like insults that this Bruce ever said. I don't care about your opinion, dare.
They publicize it so much. They're all like, "Oh, look at my corner of books," and we can't have a gaming corner of Gooner games.
Well, all male content is Gooner something. That's the entire point of it. So, Die Hard, the entire point is, yes, he's fighting off all the terrorists and everything to get with his wife. But what do you think he's going to do with his wife when the movie's over? Like, all male stuff basically rolls around getting the woman at some point. So
I thought that's what people got married for, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. No, hurts.
He's like, I've got some recommendations.
I mean, there's even more extreme Gooner games out there. I've seen them on the Steam top bestseller lists or whatever, or like new or whatever. The not safe for work stuff, and I'm like, you have fun doing it.
I just want to point out that section that X-Ray Girl has just referred to is automatically off and has to be manually unticked to see.
Oh, no. It's on like the top list or like trending. Like I see that on that list.
But that's a filter which is automatically on.
I've never seen
you had to disable the filter to see those games.
I don't even remember.
Oh my gosh.
Or maybe it's when, okay, you know what? I got that game where you play as a penis and there's oh God, what's it called again?
What? There's a game like that?
Yes,
it's not the one that was banned on Twitch, was it?
Maybe. I just
the one that kept going into other ones of itself.
Yeah. That one. I played with friends.
That got banned on Twitch.
What's that called again? Oh my goodness. Yes, jousting. The jousting one.
Yes.
I played it with my friends.
Jousting,
that's why.
I did not know this game existed.
Yeah.
It's really disgusting, but it's funny. With friends is great. This is part of the COVID times, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You get weird games and do weird.
Yes, and it was really cheap at the time too. So that's probably
I'm not surprised that there's not much to it, to be fair.
Yeah. So you can have your Gooner games. We could have our Gooner books as girls, and I mean, freaking 50 Shades of Grey. I mean, that's pretty obviously female Gooner bait. Or equal.
All female entertainment is it's all. Even the romance stuff is exactly the same as I said about Die Hard. It's, oh, this guy's really into me. Like, it's a perfectly normal part of humanity, and it's what motivates us to go through the world, and it's the sole reason we're put on this earth. So I'm not surprised that people are like, I'd actually like entertainment based around that. But it's when weird freaks come along and go, I don't like you doing that. Well, I don't care. You mean nothing to me. And by going, I don't like that, you are going, well, I actually think I'm important. Well, I don't think you're important, love. I wouldn't care if you jumped off a cliff. I wouldn't piss on you if you're on fire. So I don't know why you're coming over here into an industry that isn't made for you to tell us your opinion about it. Like, I'm sure you have opinions about lots of things that don't matter, but I don't care about them either.
I like that. I'm sure you have lots of opinions on things that don't matter. Yeah. I love that. I'm going to save that one for something else.
It's the age of not having accountability and ultimate selfishness. Mixed together is very dangerous.
Yes.
Clearly.
Yeah, absolutely. So this didn't actually surprise me, but I want to get I'm sure you guys aren't surprised either, because I know both of you have been talking about like watching animes a lot on Netflix. But Netflix is overtaking Crunchyroll as the most popular streaming service for anime in major countries like US, UK, Germany, France, and Brazil, per Gem Partners.
I was surprised about this.
You were? Well, I wasn't because I wasn't like.
Well, I was because they don't have much anime. That was my main thinking. Like, Crunchyroll has a much larger selection.
Yeah.
So this is really hyper focused on just a few major ones. Like, was Chainsaw Man on that? No, I think even that was Crunchyroll.
No,
I can't even think of the anime on Netflix.
I think a lot of it is because like people who like you, like Disparu and I, who don't want to watch. We want the dubs. not the subs. Netflix sometimes gets that before Crunchyroll. So even when
Are
Really?
they counting
yeah, so
that dance one, the demon thing? Because if that stuff counts, I can see how the minutes can tick up.
K-pop Demon Hunters?
Yeah. Like, if
Oh,
they're
That's not
if they're
anime. That's
Yeah.
Well, exactly, but are they counting it? Because that was like one of the biggest things.
I'm curious now because there are certain
wonder.
animated shows that could be
Yeah.
counted as anime. So we'd have to read the Gem Partners report for that. But at the same time, if they have enough of a catalog, I could see wanting to have Netflix over Crunchyroll, because then not only are you getting the catalog of anime, but you got all other shows that you typically watch. And I mean, Netflix is the king when it comes to like watching any streaming service, right?
Yeah, so
Besides
it's
maybe
like-
YouTube.
And Netflix
But
has a lot
these
of
are
the
the
bigger
only two that I
ones.
keep all the time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, well, Netflix has a lot of like the big ones too, and that is a fair point. We'd have to look into that and see if K-pop Demon Hunters and maybe some other ones that we wouldn't think that would be included are included. But like, yeah, One Piece is a huge one.
And is it
Is-
minutes watched? Is it shows?
I imagine it's minutes watched.
So I mean, if they have One Piece, and I mean, there's thousands of episodes of One Piece. So if someone's watching the entire
exactly.
catalog,
Yeah. So that's
That
why it
makes
didn't
sense.
surprise me. Like, I know Crunchyroll has a lot more, but like the only reason I have Crunchyroll is because I use someone else's like account because I didn't want to pay for it. But to be fair, I do the same with Netflix. So
that works. I thought they had
Look,
like
this is why we all knew Wicked loves piracy. We just didn't know to which degree.
hey, if you got a free account, like thanks. I pay for some. Like I pay for Max and Paramount Plus, but Paramount Plus sucks. I only keep it for a few things. I originally got it for Big Brother, but like 3 years ago I checked out, and my mom hasn't even been watching it. That used to be our thing, and it's so lame now. It's been lame for a while, but it got to the point where it's like, okay, I can't even. I'm done.
it's so like touchy feely about the DEI stuff. When I'm like,
that too, like, and the producers get way too involved. It's like, let reality TV, like, listen, people are messed up. Just let the reality take its, like, you'll be fine.
ooh,
Let people be
release the
people.
Bachelorette. Release the
I've
Bachelorette.
I have never watched an episode of Bachelorette.
No, the
Or
only reason I want
Bachelor.
this one to be released is because they got a woman from the Mormon Wives to be the
Oh.
next Bachelorette, but then right before her season drops, she had allegations of physical abuse with her ex.
Dang.
And videos that are pretty damning of her throwing a stool that hit her child.
Well, that happened to Andrew Tate. Before anyone knew who he was on Big Brother over here.
Wait, what?
He was? I didn't know
yeah,
that.
Yeah, and
What?
he got kicked out
No.
of Big Brother.
Why?
Because
Why?
while he was in there was allegations
the
and a
tea.
video emerged of him hitting a woman. Now,
Okay, I'm
the,
not
now
surprised.
the
Neither.
story was that it was all done in the bedroom. It was consensual, all that kind of stuff.
Oh.
Was the thing. But it emerged at the time, and he immediately got yeeted off. And that was before anyone knew who he was. It was just another guy.
Okay, was he
Wow.
bald then too, or did he have hair?
I think so. Shouldn't be too hard to find
I
out.
can't believe we've never heard this. Like, I'll like, not that I'm
It's well
really
known over
deep
here.
into the Andrew Tate lore. I'm not. But I'm surprised that we haven't heard this.
Oh no, he did have hair.
That's probably why, because then he doesn't have his iconic look, right? I would imagine.
Well, no, it's very obviously him. I just switched browser on it.
Did he have like so he obviously shaves bald now, but did he have like a buzz cut?
Yeah.
Yo.
Andrew Tate removed from Big Brother House.
Weeb.
He does look like a tweet.
Oh my god.
Yeah, 4-time world kickboxing champion. He was not removed because of his actions inside the house because they were about to publish a video of him hitting a woman with a belt. But like I say,
Belt.
it was privacy, your own bedroom kind of stuff.
Oh, I wonder if like people saw that on, you know how like that you can have the cameras, like you can access those, like the 24-hour cams. I'm assuming the UK is similar to the US in that sense. And people saw that on there too. Because well, there would be clips online about it.
Oh, you mean in Big Brother? I was thinking like, yeah, why would he have a weird internet camera? Yeah. In Big Brother, there's 24-hour live stream, and then there's the show.
So there must
that
be
goes for about
clips
an hour.
out there of him doing it.
I'm just so surprised
Well,
that we never heard of this.
There's clips of him being yeeted out the house. It's all done very unceremoniously. There's just like can so and so please leave the big come to the diary room, and then just never comes
And
back.
then gone.
And they just announce that he leaves. It's whenever they eject someone for a bad reason, they try and not give them any press and all that kind of stuff. So it's not really hyped. I think the video came out. I'm not sure though. It's so long ago.
Too lazy to look, but
It's like 2016.
I don't want to put Andrew Tate in my search, so I'm good.
fair. I understand that.
I don't want to type Andrew Tate video beating woman. I was like, I have no idea. What
There might be something else being
It wasn't me.
beaten.
Yeah, you might see something that you didn't want to see. Not that you want to see any of it, but speaking of something that we don't want to see, or in this case here, this for what was you put this in the group chat? I didn't hear about
this. Could be many things though.
Yeah,
still.
I don't know until it appears.
What?
What was this? It says, he's giggling. It says exclusive viral Sydney Sweeney Euphoria on set.
I don't know.
Video
I've
clip
seen
isn't
that
real.
tweet. That is my entire thing that I know about it.
Okay,
I have not seen the video. What is it?
I fully didn't expect you to bring that up.
There's a video of her where she's like on a sun chair, doing whatever, and then apparently she farted. Apparently, allegedly. I guess it's not real, but who cares if she farts or not? It's so normal.
You want to know?
Well, I guarantee at some point she's done
it. Stop it, Euphoria.
That's a really good title.
That was good. But that just shows like her. Nandy's like, it's real. Is it?
What? This is my favorite thing. Is they've got an exclusive, like they've got some massive scoop.
But like
we
the
put
power
an
of her
analyst onto this.
Like that just shows the power of her, that she's so like. They talk about her so much that like she farts and it becomes a headline.
Yeah, it actually becomes news.
Yeah.
All this stuff on Euphoria. If you are a big fan of Sydney Sweeney, I've watched the show. If you like Gooner bait, you'll like it.
Yeah, they're going really hard this season. I'm like,
yeah, she is.
Wait, can you just click the TMZ link because the title is worse? Euphoria BTS clip is full of crap. Ollie, I hope it isn't.
They're really clickbaity. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, that's the clip of her farting.
Okay. Well, I don't know, Chad. I'm not going to click
on it. A video of Sydney Sweeney has gone viral that appears to get caught on camera letting out a squeaker. That's the first line.
I'm sure the fart fetish people are just loving it. You know, she does a fetish for everything apparently in that show, and this is as close as you can get to her doing an OF, realistically speaking.
Yeah. That is
well,
funny.
I'm sure that will arrive in the future. Once all the movie stuff has died down and she thinks she can't get any more sponsorships, I'm sure that's coming. Because I don't know whether you've seen the woman from American Pie.
American Pie. She made so much in like her first week.
Yeah, I don't know the exact because I can't remember her name.
Oh,
but I saw it.
Elizabeth?
It was like 1 million in the first 24 hours or something.
I'm not surprised because she was like when American Pie came out, like
that was a iconic scene, realistically.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people had their awakening.
Like, oh yeah.
Well, it was.
How old is she now? Like
she's in her 50s.
Yeah, in her 50s.
You know what?
52.
This is better than those people who do the countdown clocks to 18. I find that.
Oh, that is so freaking creepy.
It was 1.2 million in 7 days.
You know,
which at 52.
Good for her.
She must be thinking, imagine how much I could have made if it was 10 years ago.
She should have. She should have. She's still quite like, she's still pretty. You know, and if you're into it, you're into it. Good for her.
Well, not good for her. I mean, she is a prostitute.
Well, she wants to do it. She clearly knows the consequences of OF at this point in her life.
I don't really care if she wants to do it. I will use the correct terminology. I mean, it still contains the same amount of shame now as it did 10 years ago. People are just like, well, no, there are loads of slags now. It's like, yeah, but that's not really a defense of slags, just an increase of slaggery.
There's an increase, and she can still make money in a very saturated market. Pay your taxes is all I have to say.
Yeah.
The only impressive thing about it is she could have the cheapest product on the face of the planet and still make 1.2 million from it. I think it is probably the most common product on the face of the earth.
Boobs?
Like
Boobs would beat them because you have two of them rather than one. I hadn't thought of that.
Or what are we talking about specifically?
That's what I
your
thought.
body?
Well, I mean, her boobs will be included in this, I guess. But it's like, because men can't compete because men are 49% of the population. So there are actually more women. So you'd have to have a product.
Oh, you're talking about just pure numbers of bodies.
Yeah, they're
Sheer
like one of the
numbers.
most. You are selling one of the most common products on the entire planet, and still making 1.2 million in a week. Because you are literally competing with every other single woman on Earth.
But she actually gets a leg up in the sense that she has fame, and
She gets a leg up, a leg over. Her legs are going everywhere.
Exactly. But to be like super uber successful, you have to have some sort of like funneling, which is why a lot of the Twitch girls.
She has a funnel. I imagine it's well used by this point.
I'm not meaning to do these terms that end up sounding way worse than
Wicked's just been flashbanged.
Which is also what'll happen to you if you go to her OF.
Yeah.
Shannon's? Yeah.
It's like her eyes started getting like wide. Oh my god.
Yeah.
As the conversation went on, she was like recoiling.
You know
backwards.
what? This is how I feel right now. Perfect segue on accident.
By accident.
Bion.
Oh god, yeah.
I'm scared.
Look, it'll still be
No.
1.2 million in the first 7 days if a 52-year-old can do it. That can. She looks like a Fallout zombie.
Like,
To be fair, when you watch the video of it, I don't.
The
There's a
video
video.
doesn't make it any better. People are like they screen caught like a bad moment, but like her eyes.
Look at the video.
Just looks so crazy.
It looks like a Tim
Well, it's
Burton
also the
character.
hair. Don't have your hair pulled out when your forehead is the size of Mars.
She looks like she lost so much hair. And this happens when you lose weight. The first thing
this happens when you take Ozempic.
I was just gonna say
it's the
specifically.
same
GLP-1
thing
or
with
Ozempic.
losing weight regardless. You see it in the hair and your skin because your body needs other nutrients other places. And her
Well,
makeup
the other
does not help.
thing, yes, she's doing the RuPaul makeup because for some reason women have got it into their heads that men like your cheekbones. This has never been true. And so she's shaded there, which makes it look like she's got sunken cheeks, which considering her eyes makes it look like she's got sunken eyes. Then it's her forehead, which goes up to about here. She's
Halfway
got
back
whatever
her
the
head.
male equivalent of pattern baldness is. Like, pull your hair forwards, try and cover it up.
Like if we can even go back to the screenshot of her however long ago that other picture was, like she does have the cheekbones already. I guess her eyes aren't as
But the
open.
makeup isn't on that though. There's
But
not
her
as much shading.
hair, her hair has fallen back a lot.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but also in the left picture, it's forwards, not backwards. Like if you've got a receding hairline, don't pull it backwards. That'd make it even more exposed.
She should have bangs.
She should.
What's
What's that chick from Madam Web, Dakota Johnson?
Yeah.
She does not look good with her hair pulled back.
Well, very few people do. I mean, pulling your hair back as a woman is just defeminizing you. It is something that other women tell you to do that you shouldn't be doing because a woman is telling you to do it and she wishes you harm. Like, obviously, you should just basically feminine max and you will look better. It's like, no, I'm going to pull my hair back so that I look... Because that already makes you give, like, cat features. And actually, pulling her hair back is probably why she's got receding hairline in the first place, because of all the strain of the hair being pulled on her scalp over the years. So if she just left it forwards...
If there are any girls in here, something I've learned, tie your hair low ponytail because that
Don't
won't
pull
pull
it.
your hair.
Yeah, and if you need it out of the way, you just put like gel or something to kind of, you know what I mean? 'Cause depending on like a job or something you do, you might have to do it. Like women that are in the army, they have to like slick that thing back. But there's ways to do it where it doesn't look like.
Oh, I do the French braid. That's my go-to.
Yeah,
now.
nice and loose. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, Ozempic is so horrible, and like with the studies that are coming out, and I had a feeling, I really had a feeling, it's like you can't lose weight this easily and not have some consequences. The massive bone loss that comes with it is so bad, and this is something that happens even with people who do like bulimia or have anorexia, with your nutrients so low. it leaches from what you currently have, which includes your muscle and your bone.
Well,
And
yeah, but the
then
thing is, she's
can have
never
Botox.
been fat. She's never needed to lose weight. I don't know why that now in Hollywood there's a load of people who are just the normal size who are going on
Mhm.
it.
Yeah,
Uh,
like
I
Ariana
think
Grande, she was one who was always like tiny,
Well,
and then she,
every person on Wicked, it's
but
kind
every
of wild.
person, yeah.
uh I do think this is a product of what you're around, who you're talking to, and just being around someone every day. Like, I am not someone who has like small breasts, right? When I hung out with my one girlfriend and all her friends, they all had breast implants. I was like, do I need to get some? Like, I just feel so tiny. So I don't I don't think it's necessarily her initial thoughts. If she hung out with people just in a regular old, city in, I don't know, Texas or anywhere really besides California, I don't think this is something that she would even think about.
The answer to the question to maybe the 3 women who are watching the show, the answer is no, don't do it.
Don't do it. Exactly.
They are one of the things that look great in clothes, terrible out of clothes. And considering the only time it matters what they look like is when you're out of clothes, don't do it. It's just not worth it.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't get
No.
implants, okay? I thought about it for like a hot maybe 2 seconds, but besides the fact that I was very poor because I was also a student, I didn't want to get surgery. And I'm glad Ozempic wasn't a thing when I was a student either, because I think that's something that a lot of girls with body image problems would probably take.
I'm seeing a lot of that now with like 20s, early 30s, like even just like influencers, like promoting GLP-1, and I'm like, oh, good God.
Well,
I worry for
Look,
like the very younger generation, like the people that are in like their teens watching these influencers and stuff, because they can probably get their hands on GLP-1. They can probably get prescriptions.
oh
It's just
yeah,
like,
look at Botox. How
Yeah.
many influencers pushed preventative Botox, and
makes
we
it
talked about
worse.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
does.
if you paralyze your muscles, they don't move, so then they atrophy and your face sags, which makes you look really old. In fact, it makes you look worse than old because now your face looks like it's melted off.
So-
Again, I think a lot of this stuff will make the fallout look.
I did a deep dive actually into the Botox stuff because I was like, I hear Disparate talk about this all the time. I probably should look into this. So a lot of the girlies that have gotten Botox, they do like here and here. So what happens is your face will actually start sagging to the point that you actually get like hooded eyes, which actually is a sign of like advanced aging, like past 50s.
Yeah,
Same
like
thing-
eyelids and stuff go down a lot.
Yeah, same thing with the jowls here. If you are Botoxing anywhere here in the mouth, you'll have that sagging look here.
You'll get like
And-
a second chin as well.
There are girls who do the neck Botox, the freaking traps Botox. They're like, oh, if you want to,
I think that's what Woman on the Boys
do
has
this.
because she all can't out and she can't out at all.
I know, and it's actually really sad because it's like, oh, I'll do preventative. It's that easy, and you put 5-10 years and you don't use that muscle. Some of the
Mhm.
20-year-olds look like they're 50.
Yeah, like Kylie Jenner and Tiger King, you'd be surprised what kind of an expert this brew is. He knows a lot of
He knows
stuff.
a lot.
I know a little
He
bit
knows.
about nearly everything.
It's
But I'm-
true. It's true. But yeah, like think of Kylie Jenner. And I think she may have stopped doing stuff, but you started seeing like pictures that weren't like her edited Instagram pictures and stuff, or like, photoshopped, whatever. And you'd see like lines and stuff. And it's like, she's in her 20s. Why the heck does she look like that? Gen Z looks older than millennials.
Because so this is part of the deep dive. I haven't read this article. I found an article that said people who get Botox have a lower sex drive.
I mean, you're putting chemicals in your body. And you want to say that's really funny about Botox and stuff? Like all these rich people, like the celebrities and stuff that get Botox, they do the GLP-1 and stuff. You're okay with injecting these weird things into your body, but like you're like, oh, I will never eat a McDonald's burger. Like you're probably safer eating a McDonald's burger than getting, injections into your body. Just saying.
There's a spider behind my camera. I've just seen walk
I
across
was like,
it.
what are you looking at?
Yeah, I suddenly saw movement.
Spider-Man.
Oh, there it goes. It's off. But yeah, so when it comes to age, what is it? Wesley in the Next Generation is now the age that Picard was when he started the Next Generation, and Wesley looks nothing like Picard for their age. And there's lots of things like that the kind of things that we thought were like always pitched to us as like really old happened a few years ago. The guy in Lethal Weapon, he was like a couple of days from retirement. He's like, I'm too old for this shit. He was like 40 or something. Like all the stuff is like really out of balance compared to today.
Yeah. Let me catch up on supers because there's stuff happening.
I think the boys are flirting. All the boys are
all
flirting in
the
chat. Like, we have the gayest chat ever.
Look, Ian's so drunk he'll probably take anything at this point.
Ian, are you genital jousting the boys here?
Munchlax for 5. The only thing Animal Farm got right was the comms will Minecraft everyone in the end. We're gonna get to that soon. We're gonna talk about that. I didn't read the book, didn't watch the movie, but I've been trying to keep up with, like, I know what the book was about and what the movie is about. Yeah. Ian, thank you for the 50 pounds. If Disparu turned out to be the author of Milking Farm, I'd be so pleased forever.
Why? Because you want to be the bull, or would you rather be the maid?
He's gonna
just
make a
release
fanfic.
one.
Make a fanfic on it. Hey, that's what they do.
Try and get a movie plot out of it. I'll get like Wicked, and I'll say she's the author.
I got it.
But I'll write it.
As long as I get some money, whatever.
Disparu's a squirrel. Ian's the maid for the squirrel.
Writer. What?
Disparu's a squirrel. Ian's the maid.
She's like, it writes itself. Come on, guys.
It has to be about some weird, creepy animals. That's what we've learned.
The squirrel
a Scotsman isn't enough of a savage. So.
Can I get a whiskey with a Disparu on the side?
Too busy biting Indians at this point.
Oh gosh, Dan Vicious, thank you for the 5. According to Mashable, genital jousting is about confronting toxic masculinity. What the?
How?
Wait, what?
Because it's all about like, what would you be confronting it with except itself? Oh, because they're being gay, so they're like, you're embracing femininity.
It keeps on like back-ending the.
Yeah, so it's essentially you're essentially becoming a woman, essentially. Yeah.
That is perfect. Big nuts part.
That is the thing about squirrels. You always have to beware because they're always after your nuts.
Do you remember when we were talking about nut milk? I
thought you were going to say the nutcracker. I was
like, coconut milk, almond milk isn't real milk.
No.
It's not.
How would you milk an almond? Where are their
nipples?
The teat?
That makes me think of
That's one word for him.
Parents when he's like,
where are the calcium cannons?
Can you milk me?
I think we need to make a funny article about discovering how nuts aren't real milk, or nut milk isn't real milk.
It's not milk at all. Just stop calling it milk. It's so bizarre. It's basically not juice.
Is Big Nut still after you, Disparu?
Yeah, are they?
I haven't seen Big Nut in a while. No, my current problem is I have animals all over my feed. It's like barnyard wars. Every kind of weird farm creature is all coming out of the woodwork. There's a farmer going, my animals are all over the place. Then there's a rat telling a badger to where he can shove it. There's a tree going, can you stop showing my nudes everywhere? And someone's taking a photograph of a nude. There's some other horse getting led around by a little dog is like, I think this is fake AI videos. My entire Twitter feed over the last day is turned into barnyard animals.
You know what? I will say the Twitter algorithm it's kind of like TikTok now, where you like one thing and they spit a billion of that. Because I saw a recipe for whatever. It was like chicken, and I saved it. And then all of a sudden I started getting a billion recipes in my feed. So you must have liked or shared or saved an animal video or watched an animal video for way too long.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Disparu in the future.
Like this, that was just a picture of a tree. And I'm thinking that actually looks too much like a woman. I can't share that, even though it is genuinely just a tree.
This is going to be Disparu in the future.
Come to me, my jungle friends.
He's gonna just have a house full of random animals. Whoa! I just realized it was on the bottom there. Wow, Pinterest.
So this was legitimately my feed earlier today. What's up with all the animal accounts on here now? We are the media now. Morning to all farm animals except cow. What did I do? I never should have opened X to my farm animals. I've had a hard time. I'm so bored I could stomp on a rat. Well, F you. There was a turtle. There was a turtle that came in and went, I'm new here. Sorry, it took me a while to get here, but I'm a little slow. There's trees, there's pterodactyls, there's T-Rexes.
What is happening on your feed?
I saw one where it was a T-Rex going, really struggling to resist the urge to go extinct again. And then, like, a pterodactyl retweeted it of an oil can pouring oil into a car going, is this you?
What is going on with your feed? I don't understand.
All the
I don't think he
Japanese
does either.
vanished and got replaced with animals.
Can we
This
get
is
the
the
Star
next
Trek memes
stage to
again,
milking
please?
farm.
Yeah, we need some more. Yeah, Animal Farm is attacking Disbrew.
Exactly.
It makes so much sense. You've been on this for like what, a week and a half now?
Yes. It might be because I have been like bookmarking a lot of Animal Farm stuff. Maybe
Oh,
the
yes.
algorithm doesn't know the difference.
They're like, this guy likes animals.
Angels, Animal Farm, or animals, you know?
Yeah.
The same.
Animals on a farm.
Oh my gosh. All right, let me finish catching up on supers, then we'll
Old
move
man.
forward.
This brew had a farm. E-I-E-I-O.
Mongoose, thank you for gifting a membership. Miss Martin Muses, thank you for the 99-cent Rose super sticker. How are you?
Cheers.
Ian for 50 pounds. Thank you. People break wind except for the dead who do very little. Updated Disbrew essay.
Oh,
No,
they
that's
actually
not
fart a
true.
lot. They
The dead
fart
do
a
fart, yeah.
lot.
Because they decompose, the gas
He's
goes
right.
inside them, and then the pressure builds. It's got to go
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah, it's like those whales. Don't stay near a landed whale.
It can explode.
It can explode.
That would be terrifying. Could you imagine that? Oh my gosh.
No, it does happen though.
I've never
Mhm.
seen
There's videos of it.
Well, this is where they think that like the idea of zombies came from and stuff, and vampires. So vampires came about because they would dig up a body for some reason or another, and they would find scratch marks on the inside of the coffin.
That's
And
because they
think
weren't
it was
dead.
from well, they think it's because gas built up inside them, their chests exploded, and their
Oh.
ribs scratched the top of the coffin. But they would also
Oh.
find like corpses that had just died somewhere in a forest, and then they would have eventually exploded, and that gave birth to like zombies and stuff, where it's like. just
Oh, I thought you were
decomposing
gonna go into
bodies
the
for some reason
story
around.
where like they didn't know, they thought someone was dead when they
Well,
weren't, so they started
that
putting the
happened
bells in
too,
there so you
though.
could pull
There,
if
there
you
was a
weren't-
guy. There was a guy who got paranoid who invented. Yeah, he had like a little rope he could pull that made a flag come up and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I would just in case. You never know.
Raider with a 164.87
Hey.
says nothing, not even in emote.
Raider.
Thank you, Raider.
I feel like
Like,
I haven't
I'm-
seen you in a while. Are you okay? Hope you're okay.
Well, I'm wondering if he's like passing some kind of secret code along or something, and actually, if we put all the numbers together, it means something.
Oh my
Well-
gosh. What if he was doing some sort of signal numerology throughout the week and you had to been there to know it?
Well, I think
We're
Jake
missing-
can read Raider's chat, so maybe he can let us know. But you know what?
He's
Raider's getting
passing
a
us like the
Saucy.
lottery numbers.
Oh, my birthday's in it. 16/4. I'm not
Saucy.
Sorry,
born
go
in
ahead.
87 though. It's fine. I don't know
Close.
if it's not. It's
Well,
not.
I
He was
was.
saying it was a belated happy birthday. There you go. He just got the
Oh,
year
it's
mixed up.
It was a
We
mix of
figured it
our
out.
birthdays. That's what it was. He clearly knew.
Ah, okay. Okay,
Um,
Raider.
We see you. We get your code. Andrew Matthews, thank you for the £2. Look up Sexy Gloss and their names of colors.
I have a lip gloss
Is this just
here
lipstick?
called Fussy Heat.
What do I got? I've got, what is this one called?
This one I can't read because it's Asian.
Peony is what this one is. It's more like it's a gloss, but looks more like a lipstick. It's a tinted like thing. Anyways, this Rue's like, check it out.
Coochie juice.
Excuse me?
That was the first color.
Of your lip glosses?
Booty hole brown.
The way he's yelling it.
What? Where are these lip glosses coming from?
Look it up. Look at this.
Northsideprincess.com is the one that had
Oh,
them.
Sexy Gloss. I don't. I'm not looking them up.
Well, we don't have
I
to. We got
I can show these. It's just lips, right? Not those.
I was gonna say, depending on what kind of glossing they're doing.
Look, apparently that. I mean, okay, I kind of see it. Although if yours is sparkly, dears, then you need to go to see a doctor. And that, with that name, that's repulsive.
Meet the
Stop it.
shades. They
You
look
have
kinda
sinned
the
against
same.
God.
They
I'm
look
sorry,
the
I just wasn't
same. I
expecting
don't
this
see
crew
the
to yell
difference.
those words today. Any of them.
Flashbanged her again.
Yes.
Guys, I don't want to wear. I can't even say the words.
Up
It's
top,
true, Ken.
they say sparkle meets gloss, juicy mango flavor, and that wet energy.
I like wet energy only when I shower, okay?
They don't have a checkout button. They have get in my MF bag.
They mean business.
Do they only sell lip glosses or is there any other
It's so
products?
it's so American because only an American could get that enthusiastic about buying something.
You know, this was cute when it was just OPI nail colors because I thought I loved, you know, the names of the nail polish colors. They were so adorable. This is getting out of hand.
Uh-oh. Can you even say this one?
Say it.
Say it.
Say it.
Yellow discharge.
Ew.
Oh, that's not even cute. No.
They've got one
None of them are
legitimately. They've got one legitimately just called. Not.
Is yellow just whatever, like actually yellow?
Yes, obviously.
Who would wear yellow lip gloss?
They've got one called Blue Balls. And I don't think I can say the next two, so I'm just going to
Use
put
your,
them in.
Can you
your
type it in chat?
imagination.
Can you type it in chat or private chat? I want to see this.
Degenerates are who are buying
Oh,
these.
okay. One's a disease. Okay. I think
Yeah.
I could say yes. Gonorrhea. Who would want to wear gonorrhea? Just saying.
On their mouth.
The other one is like a drink. It's like, you know, the
No,
sex.
no, no, you made it worse.
No.
Why would you make it worse?
It's like that drink that instead of the beach,
No,
it's,
it's not like a drink. Stop it.
it's a woman's
No,
expiration, which is gross.
So
That's
guys,
not the drink.
the actual thing would be when she's got the painters in would be the slang term.
Compare the
It's not a
phrases.
drink.
I was trying to compare the phrase of what the
It would
drink
be
is called.
it would be
Oh
a
my God.
vampire's favorite time of the month. It's that.
No. Okay, yeah. The drink is called Sex on
It's
the
not
Beach. But
only if you're a
replace
vampire.
beach with a menses. It's not a drink.
so
I'm just
sorry,
saying
everybody.
The phrase of a drink. Oh my god. Yeah, it's more
I had to
Bloody
say the
Mary
word
than
There we go.
discharge, and she made it worse.
there.
Move this man!
There you go.
Oh, there was the other one as well, but I'll
Oh, what?
put it in the private chat.
I don't want to. I don't want to look.
It's pink.
Okay, it's like it's okay, replace kitty with the other word and then whole
Yeah.
pink.
It's cat hole pink. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where we are.
Yeah. Why? Andrew Matthews, you broke us.
Thanks
Wow.
a lot. Yeah.
Well,
Thanks
how
a
do
the
lot,
thing is,
Andrew.
I saw two, and I had to go up to the top, and I clicked a picture which had all the different colors, and I found them all at the same time.
Yeah.
You know
Explain
what?
Why at my grandma's? I met my parents. So
I
guess
can't help noticing that all of these
in her
colors are
king
designed
chair.
for the specifically diverse.
Yeah, you know what we're gonna do right now? We're gonna breed supers. Last time you ruined. Thanks, Andrew. Thanks, and
Never again. Never
Ian,
again.
Thank you for the 164.88. One more cent than Raider. I heard Raider wrote Animal Farm.
Wait, the movie or the book? Is Raider George Orwell?
Yeah. Is it a compliment or an insult?
I'm waiting.
Knows. We're
Both.
waiting. And Ken for Canadian too. Thank you, Ken. Extra, you don't need it. You are beautiful.
I
She-
will
she-
not
she
get
knows.
the booty hole lip gloss. I promise.
No. Monkey for
But
two
she's
says
feeling
I
spicy.
Oh,
Monkey's
this is when
been
I
doing
started the
buttocks.
implants. Okay.
instead of
Oh.
yeah. I've been doing buttocks instead of
The-
Botox.
the-
Well, you know.
There was a woman on
I'm
Big
Saucy.
Brother in the celebrity edition,
Yeah.
and I I got to see her stand up, and she was turning around her butt implant. She was flipping it over.
That. I've seen that when people
because
can do
one side's like flat and one side's curved.
There was a girl I knew when I was doing mammograms that I could like flip the implant.
It's so weird. Yeah.
So weird, but it was kind of fun doing it.
Well, she kept doing it. I imagined it was fun for her, but it was horrible to watch.
Maybe, but she probably didn't care. But like, I enjoyed flipping the implant. Anyway, sorry. Weird.
Well,
50 pounds.
Look, she's getting getting closer to that lesbian comment.
I mean, I touched a lot of boobs in my life. Okay. X-Wing, I'll do a good mammogram for you if you want.
Oh my God.
Very professional.
Oh, Jason, thank you for the Australian 5. Resident Evil should feature Blake Lively as the evil antagonist. That's if Amber Heard is busy crapping on sidewalks or beds. Gosh. And Raiders back. Thank you for the 7483. Ian reported my ex account for having too much in my handle.
Trademark?
Oh, trademark. Sorry. Trademark in my handle, which is why it was inauthentic. Don't trust Scottish.
Oh!
Was that the translate?
Oh
Dang.
my God.
Especially with sheep. You've been listening to
that's a Welsh. The thing is, that's a Welsh insult, but calling a Scotsman Welsh is enough of an insult anyway, so it still works. But it is a case of, why do the Welsh have button-up flies and not zippers? Because sheep can hear a zipper a mile off.
And then Ian responds with Sus Raiders X account because they realized there were only so many cartoon dragon gifts.
Say it authentic. He's repeating content.
And Hoagie's, I don't know, for 10, who's going to Super Chat jail first, Raider or Eon?
I like that Ian's called
Eon.
Eon.
Like the energy company.
I think Jay
started.
I think Jay started that. I think I don't even know the lore anymore. There's so much I can't keep up.
So I actually called Ian Eon by accident. I don't know if it started there specifically.
Which one was it? Was it X-ray or
it could be both at the same time if we're on the same wavelength.
Usually when things are like mispronounced, it's either
Jay or myself. Got done twice by two people at the same time.
Yeah. Anyways, speaking of inauthentic. Oh, hold on.
Oh, Jay called him Eon. Okay.
It's time for some philosophy, ladies.
Oh God.
Oh gosh, here we go.
Oh no.
He's got a question for you.
I have a question for you. If bodybuilders can't use drugs in competitions because it's considered cheating, then how come makeup is allowed in beauty contests?
Oh.
Facts. It's two different competitions, though, to be fair.
Yeah.
Well, is it cheating if everyone's allowed to cheat, I suppose the question. It's like, I've always wanted, I think we should have an Olympics. I think we should have Paralympics, Olympics, and then just Olympics where anything's allowed. And whoever has the best chemist wins. So you have like disabled people, normal people, and then the weird mutants, which are on everything known to man. And we just see the limits of human physiology.
I guess, you're trying to even the playing field, and I get why you want to even. In all honesty, I kind of like the idea of having no makeup.
That would be different. Like that would be interesting. Having like Miss America or something, or
beautiful rather than artist.
Yeah,
yeah. There are absolutely gorgeous women who do not need makeup, and if they don't wear makeup, you're like, nothing changed.
Mm-hmm. There is.
Well, yeah, but if like let's say someone's a 10 naturally, but then a 9 uses makeup, well, she will beat the 10 naturally, is the issue. Yeah. And so the 10 has to use makeup anyway. So I do think you make all of them like shower first.
Yeah.
There's a before you even walk the swimsuit competition, you have to walk through the water.
They have to actually swim. That's the way they get to the end. They swim. Everyone, as soon as everyone gets off, they just rub their face with a towel.
Yeah, I do understand the ethical or moral component. I don't know where that kind of falls. Where with bodybuilding, if you use an enhancement drug, then you excel further than others. But it also is trying to say, don't use drugs to get where you need to, because.
Well, no, it's exactly the same. bodybuilders using chemicals to get bigger is exactly the same as makeup for women.
Yeah.
It is an external influence to improve what you can get naturally.
I guess you can have a more ethical component saying like these drugs are more detrimental than makeup. I'm just trying to.
They're not doing it for health. I mean, bodybuilding is pretty unhealthy anyway. Even as it
Absolutely.
is. So,
But
this isn't a health issue. This is just a competitive thing.
now we're getting to an ethical debate on like what is, or philosophical.
I don't think it's
guess, is
ethical.
the better-
I
No,
think
it's
it comes down to
philosophical
is
debate.
makeup cheating? Because taking external substances definitely is cheating. So if you consider makeup to be cheating, which I do, then obviously it would have to be removed.
And this is where maybe this is more of a philosophical debate on what is okay and what is not.
I think the reason why it's allowed is simply because the point of beauty contests is basically for people to enjoy looking at the women. And so they would enjoy looking at the women who were even more attractive. And so that's why, rather than it being any like legitimate contest.
Yeah, that's fair. And also, I would just the same argument that X-Ray just said, like physically, makeup does not harm your body, like steroids and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
No one cares if
performance
things harm you.
I'm just saying.
Well, perpetuating people to use drugs, even if it's detrimental to you, is not inherently good. Whereas makeup, and I'm not saying it's a good thing, but it's more accepted
Yeah.
amongst
Yeah.
culture.
Well, because if you want to pull that, women have been claiming that images of attractive women on walls is giving them awful beauty standards because they can never possibly get the beach body that they've seen on the wall outside. And so that's why they cause bulimia and all that kind of stuff and eating disorders, because they could never possibly get that. So if women are so easily affected by seeing attractive people, then actually having makeup on people makes them even worse, because they're comparing the way they look in the mirror to somebody that's had surgery, somebody that's had fillers, Botox, everything up the arse, probably literally. And
Colonics is a thing, okay?
it's really harming her sense of self. Like this is what anyone that makes like the argument around danger and damage probably manipulating you. Nobody actually cares about it. I bet even the Olympics, because actually I think they did that. They said they came out with a new test and they said they had more letters than ever before of a load of people going, "You'll never catch me." And like. Everybody's all doped up.
I'm not arguing against you. I'm just trying to think as a society why that this is more accepted than others. And I think people just are more used to women wearing makeup than people taking steroids.
Especially like you look back in like housewives in like the 50s and 60s, they were like always dolled up, right? Like their hair was always done, makeup was always done. So it's definitely more socially acceptable.
I think
X-Ray just said. Like,
I think since time immemorial, women have been using makeup.
Yeah.
Like,
yes.
You go back a couple of thousand years, they were probably getting berry juice and putting it on themselves,
Yeah, and charcoal for some sort of eye makeup or whatever it is. And so wider accepted, is it okay? I mean, it depends on your moralities, but as someone who has been trying to wear less makeup, I pretty much only wear lipstick or lip gloss these days. I prefer it because my skin breathes so much better.
Yeah, I don't like foundation. It's uncomfortable and heavy on.
I've been trying to cut back on the mascara.
Yeah,
I know. I can
you
tell.
look great. I can tell you look. It looks so natural. I know.
You show your
It's the
shoulders
light,
off,
you
though,
see.
Despero. Like,
The light works wonders.
the chat is demanding to see your shoulders.
He's got a natural glow still from when he was in Florida.
Because I'm pregnant.
Whoa! Wait, who's the dad? Ian, her.
Me.
He's
Wow,
both.
you
He's mom and dad.
impregnated yourself. Oh my god, it's like that meme.
Gravity.
I'm gonna be a dad.
Oh no! Now he's gonna get memed. Let us know
And
in
a
the chat if
mom.
you do it. Yeah.
What's it called when plants do that? They call it selfing.
Just Ruse.
You're selfer.
He's a selfer. Oh my goodness. Oh, what do you got? Sometimes I'm scared when he shares. I know he's
An American man has been seeking asylum in Northern Ireland has been arrested for allegedly intending to raise an army to reclaim the US for Queen Elizabeth.
Oh my god.
And then you laughs in British.
Hey, throw some tea in the harbor, okay?
I guarantee he's from Florida.
Probably. Probably. It checks out.
I saw that this week. I was like, based.
Oh my god.
He's like, look, I tried to get it back for you, lads, but I failed.
That's
Just
for the
this
king
one
now.
guy.
It's for the king now. Oh, honestly, I actually, when Prince William becomes king, I think that's when the monarchy will be popular again.
I don't know, because they all kind of pass down into like woke stuff now. So
Is it?
I don't think any of the royals would be willing to do what is necessary for the good of the country, and therefore they will always be seen as traitors. I think that's where they are now.
Interesting.
That's unfortunate for you guys. Sorry. Well, you know what? On a lighter note, not really. I don't have a segue because we skipped the inauthentic talk already. But the Academy has banned AI actors from being able to ever win an Oscar. Only roles demonstrably what?
Demonstrably.
Demonstrably, okay, I really did not know that one. Performed by humans with their consent can be nominated for acting awards.
I saw one of the best replies was RIP to the youngest actress, which was that AI actress.
Oh, she's been
I don't see
banned.
it.
Have you not seen that?
Yeah.
She got deleted a few weeks back. But I think it makes
It's
sense because a computer isn't acting
Yeah.
as such. It's
No,
just
I
like
agree
running an
with it.
algorithm. Now, this might be the first sign of them going along with things, because I know they did a load of other rules. I'm not sure on what all the rules are.
Yeah.
Because I know there's things like now people can be nominated twice in the same category, which is kind of interesting. You could theoretically end up into the place where like the only person that could win this category is one guy nominated 5 times.
Oh my god, Pedro Pascal from all his
Oh my
work last
gosh.
year could be
Yeah.
the only person nominated in the category.
Pedro Pascal and Zendaya.
And the thing is, Pedro would still act surprised. He's like, "Oh, I can't believe it
Oh
was me."
Guaranteed win. I honestly, I have no care in the world when it comes to Oscars or any awards for that matter. This is definitely for the actors and actresses and the people who want, we're an Oscar-winning movie. Who cares? Because half the movies that win these types of categories, I don't care about or have seen.
It's way more than half for me.
Yeah,
I haven't cared about Oscars basically my entire life, because what they've always been is, we're film critics, you see, and we don't like films that the plebs like. We like art, and yours
Which we're-
isn't art.
If
We're
you don't
now if-
understand
now
it, because
in-
you don't
so-
have a critic's eye.
Yeah, and so if you have like some diverse child in a wheelchair that's had some horrible condition since birth, it's going to win an Oscar. And it's just
Yeah.
some boring, miserable, depressing crap that nobody else has ever seen. And this is why nobody knows. Like this one, when best movie of the year, it's like, what? Who? What was the last one? Was it
Yeah.
Anora?
Like
No
at
one's seen it.
least like when we were younger, like we were kids, I recognized that movie stuff like Titanic, stuff like, you know what I mean? Like things that were actually kind of popular, but now
Watched, because there's a lot of things, especially with like the best pictures. I'm like, I've only seen one, and theoretically, best picture should be the movie that literally did the best in probably box
Oh
office.
yeah, absolutely. And
Yeah.
that's definitely not, because we're seeing that now more so like in real time, I guess you can say, because we see how the audience scores versus the critic scores are so different. And a lot of it's on movies that are actually really well done. Like the critics do not like movies that are made for fans. And that is still, it's just so wild to me. It's so pretentious. There's such a-holes for that. Like, well, like you said, we know I have a critic eye. We know art. Like, okay, well, your art is crap and we don't like it.
Yeah, it's
Well,
still
that's the
just
thing,
an
because-
opinion.
Yeah, absolutely.
no,
yeah.
It's worse than that. It's like modern art. Modern art is awful, but the reason it's
A
awful
banana
is
taped
because
to a wall.
the critics want to separate themselves out from everyone else. So anyone can like a good movie, but it takes a truly refined palate to like something awful. And that's the way they go. So it's the same with alcohol and everything, or food. When they're like, well, your palate just isn't refined enough to like this. They have to separate themselves from the plebs, because otherwise, what's the point in them existing?
They need to feel special.
Yes.
And I don't know, it's almost like, I feel like a badge of honor at this point, right? Like when you see like a really good actor that we've seen in multiple movies that like fans have loved and they haven't won an Oscar. I can't think of somebody off the top of my head right now. But it's almost like a badge of honor, right? Like, well, you haven't won an Oscar because you're actually in good films. These days, there have been really good films and really good actors that have received Oscars. I'm not gonna dim that, but like nowadays, you think of like this person wasn't even nominated. What like I don't really think like that anymore because I don't care about the Oscars. I'm kind of used to it now. Like our favorite stuff just not even getting nominated.
For an award show to have any traction whatsoever, things like the Tourette syndrome, the slap, all that has to happen. Taylor Swift getting her award taken away. For any award show, you don't hear anything about it. People don't tune in. And I feel like only reviewers are watching this at this point. Maybe like some really old school people. But even then, PBR.
Well, it's because the award shows, they're not doing them for entertainment. They're not doing it to reward the best entertainment. It's a self-congratulatory, slapping everyone on the back, aren't we amazing show. And it's only cared for by studios. So like Amazon really care about getting the awards because they want to be taken seriously in the industry.
And that
Actors
makes
care
sense
about
for
it because
Amazon.
it might, actors care about it because it might improve their career. But they've lost sight of the reason for them existing, which is meant to be the audience getting together and being like, I want to see what I liked and see if it won. Can you imagine if you did like America's Got Talent and the one that nobody else liked won at the end? So, well, why have I spent all my time watching this? I'm rooting for this guy because I like this guy. I want to see this guy do well.
Yeah, especially because they have like voting for those shows, right? Is it like American Idol or whatever Idol shows like, where you vote? Like I know back in the day, wasn't it like you had to like text or something? And now they probably obviously have like online ways.
The thing is, you get 10 votes per phone number or something like that too, depending on which show it was. I think it was So You Think You Can Dance that you got 10 votes per phone. So I don't know how I feel about that scale, but these shows are so pretentious.
It's the same as anything.
Yes.
So like at cons, one of the things that draw people to cons are the celebrities that go. Well, you need celebrities which are popular to go to pull in the viewers. So it's no surprise that the Oscars, if all the people being nominated aren't things that the audience have seen, the audience won't turn up. And I'm not sure they care, because I do think that actually, well, it's exclusivity that gives things value. So I think the less people watch, the less the plebs care about it, the more that they will like it. And they're kind of running that line where they know they've got to be successful.
Exclusivity.
Yeah, well, exclusivity gives things value. If you can have something free and easy, so oxygen is vital to you to live, and it's free. But if you go underwater, now I can sell it to you for thousands of dollars. Exclusivity is always to do with value. But so the less the public is interested in this, the more the actors will be like, yeah, well, this is just for us. It's special. We'll get treated like kings. And you actually saw this in. Well, exactly. So they have to keep doing that line. But I think they will. It's the kind of thing where, okay, so the people running it, they care about the money, but they have employees, and none of those employees care about profit because they get paid off a wage, not a share of the earnings. And so they will slowly kill it because they care about having exclusivity. And you saw this in the studio. I think it was the Golden Globes in the studio, and they were talking about, look at these influencers. They were inviting influencers. I really remember what used to be better, but it was just us.
The studio really ratted on Hollywood without trying, because it's like, you really were trying to get the best, but not really the best, just whoever you could get, but like also the best that you could get at that time. But then, oh, someone better came along, you're gonna go for that better person, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. It's about opportunity and being advantageous, which I understand, but having that like, oh, but we're also courting this person who's not as good, just in case. I don't like that type of behavior.
Yeah, people that keep backups around. Like, one of the issues of having a backup is you don't commit to the primary. Yeah. This has been a problem in dating and everything. If you feel like you have loads of options, you don't try with the first one because you always think you've got more and more and more and more options.
Yeah. And so that's been worse with the online dating.
Yeah, because if this was your only chance, like, we were basically brought up in like a town of maybe 50 people. And so you had to try with every single person, because if you messed it up with Steve, well, now the rest of the people know about it, and you may not get many more chances. You better really try with Steve. And that happens with everything. My issue with the studio was that it kind of suggested the improvement. So in episode 1, there was the well, they want us to make this really popular movie, but I just want to make this good movie. But the issue was his good movie was crap. And so it was just crap options all the way down. And what they were praising as the solution, because I do think the studio was essentially like Seth Rogen and other people's problems with Hollywood, but what they thought was better was also awful. And so I never really got the point of the show.
Huh. Well, this is why we ended up with Animal Farm, I think.
Yes.
Ian is not just your backup. I think you can have multiple at the same time. You're doing it in front of everyone.
Ian does always have your back, though. He'll always be behind you.
He'll be genital jousting you.
He'll be right behind you.
That is going to make it come back a few times this stream, I feel.
Well, if you want his comeback, you're going to have to scrape it off his mom's teeth.
Yeah.
Is this better than the Big Nut conspiracy?
I don't know. I've lost control. This is what happens when I let them go
I think
off.
this is one of the few streams that Wicked's lost control when she's here.
Yeah.
That happened last week too, to be fair.
Yeah, she's got flashbang to the point she's just given up at this point.
I don't need to say
I don't
anything.
need to say anything.
But please keep flirting with all your boyfriends in the chat, because I really do enjoy this. I think
You guys
we do
are
have the
entertaining
gayest
extra.
chat.
Probably.
No,
The
we do-
gayest hetero chat too, like to add to it, like if that makes sense. Anyone new here, they're probably like, huh?
Huh?
Yeah.
How is this the most hetero chat?
The gayest hetero chat.
The gayest
Like,
hetero.
We're
or the
very
heteroest
diverse over
gayer?
here, okay?
What?
Don't let anyone tell you different about yourselves in our chat and us on the panel. Like, we're proving it right now. We made up a new term, gay hetero.
I think we can do that. Honestly, so
It's
with
2026. We can do whatever
with-
we want.
with some
Yes,
of the
it's a
way
spectrum.
with
need a
how some
flag.
boys act, especially with like sports or even nerd culture, it's like they like to play gay chicken.
No, they
It's-
don't.
Well,
This
I've
is a
seen
lie.
it.
This is something
I've-
that gay men do. Gay men try and do this and be like, no, I'm absolutely straight. I'm just playing chicken. No, you're not.
No, they're playing gay chicken where they
No.
keep flirting and flirting
No.
until the finger.
This is the
ends up
military
somewhere
in
they shouldn't.
denial. They're like, I'm just playing chicken. It's like, well, there comes a point where there's a line.
Okay, well, y'all can play gay chicken until you're actually gay. Then I accept it here.
You should always kiss your bros goodnight. It's not gay. I promise.
Oh my
There were
god!
articles like that, and it's just like,
you
the
remember
bros
the-
get together and
Yeah.
hug and kiss. It's like, no, they don't.
Bros,
That's just
cuddle.
Pedro Pascal.
I draw the line at cuddling. I don't mind like joking around with like, oh, I like boys, blah blah blah, and maybe a butt slap here and there. But like,
No,
it's past
there is
that
no
now.
butt slapping going on either. That's not a
guys
thing.
do that with like sports. I've seen it.
Like, okay, hang on. I need to zoom in because,
What to what?
right, okay. So this is just,
Right.
I'm going from the
I
study.
don't know. Scared. I'm scared.
New, I don't know why that popped up. New study finds straight dudes and bromances often hug, kiss, and share their most intimate secrets.
Okay, listen. If they
No,
kiss,
no. Bro hug, sure. Not a kiss.
not
no.
a kiss.
No.
Listen, I'm sorry. If your boyfriend is kissing his friends, he's not
No,
your boyfriend. Okay?
there's way more problems with this page than that, though. Firstly, I can't help noticing that the writer has he, him written next to it. So now I understand you may be looking at this handsome fellow and thinking,
Look,
that's clearly Sharon.
There's a post about Ellen DeGeneres on the side. Obviously.
Oh,
This is-
yeah.
Ah,
Do you want to
okay,
know
okay.
why? Do you want to know the website this is from?
It's the same.
I'm not surprised
Bro.
that they're like, no,
Ian,
actually, if you're really
Ian,
straight,
do you
maybe
pay
you just
for
want
a
to get with a guy.
subscription
I
here?
can't help
Help-
thinking this is recruitment, not science. I've just got a feeling.
No,
This
boys
bro.
do the bro hug, like you know what I'm talking about, like the grab hand and then the like pat on
Yeah,
the
do
back,
Like on the back, like yeah.
like
we have
like
to hurt
something
each
like
other so we
that.
know it's still manly, like a really hard tap, like yeah.
But not like a oh. I don't know how boys hug. It's definitely not that though.
Woo!
They certainly
That's what
don't
you
make that
guys-
noise either. That would be really weird.
Like this girl goes up to Ian. Woo!
I hope you
Yeah.
guys hug like that from
It
now
was already
on.
going to be weird enough when he kept threatening to lick my forehead, let alone anything else.
Oh my god! Yeah, bros lick each other's foreheds. Just
No, they don't.
you know? You were so lucky Ian wasn't there at
MegaCon.
Orlando.
No, he's lucky he didn't get headbutted this one.
Oh
Have
my
either of you
goodness.
two seen Invincible?
Yes. I'm all caught
So
up.
you know the storyline about Eve that was in the most recent episode.
Yes.
Is he
and
gay? She gay?
No.
I don't know. Eve is a boy or girl?
Well, no, the meme which has come out of it is the
the Glasgow kiss. I'm sorry.
What's a Glasgow kiss?
a Glaswegian
leg.
kisses a headbutt. Viltrumites waiting 18 years before they try and kill their own child. Eve, pathetic.
So this happens in the comic. It actually is. I thought
I
they
don't
would.
care if it happens in the comic. She's
I'm not okay
filth.
with it. It's disgusting. No, I disagree with it. I'm just saying I thought that maybe I was hoping that they were gonna ditch that storyline in
Well,
the cartoon, but or in
it's
whatever,
one
they
thing.
didn't.
It's one thing to have her do it. It was an entirely different thing where he immediately turns around and goes, "I can't believe I did that to you.
Yeah.
I feel so awful that I did that to you." And it's like, we've just witnessed you saying an entire empire of people are evil because they
put it
do
in the
that to
private chat.
18-year-olds.
In case X-rays like kind of lost. Yeah. So
I
they
feel
did
like
it.
I'll be lost.
They did it in the comic, and like I said, I was hoping they were gonna skip the storyline in the cartoon. And I'm just like, yeah, you're right. His reaction was just like,
He apologized.
yeah.
It's like, I'm so sorry that
almost
I did
died.
this to you.
He
It's
had
like, I'm
his
sorry.
freaking insides ripped out, and he was like healing for 2 months, like quite literally. That scene was woo.
I mean, I'm so
It was
sorry that
intense.
I was off saving the universe and you may have
Yeah,
felt a
right.
bit lonely.
So you decided to
Ah.
not have, yeah.
And she's like,
Anyway.
well, I couldn't do it alone. Well, the thing is about that, if you remember when his father came back, well, no, when he came back with his father's child, and the mother decided that she was going to help look after this child, the old guy that runs everything on Earth, like the protector of Earth, he went over and said, "We'll provide you babysitters, we've had looking after you, we've had security."
Yeah, she wasn't alone.
Yeah, she wouldn't have been. She had basically a 24-hour nanny with like special secret CIA skills to look after this super
That could take,
child.
yeah.
And they would have absolutely done the same for her when it's Mark's son or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
So it wasn't the story. I just like the meme that,
Yeah.
that they showed that the Viltrumites were evil because
And
I
then
can't believe
she
they
does
kill each
that.
other, and then they have absolutely no knowledge of the story in other ways.
Yeah. Yeah, that was disappointing. But moving forward to a completely random topic.
I was kind of surprised.
What?
So I've heard about what happens to Mark in the next season.
Oh, by
I'm
the
not gonna
Ghost of My
give-
Lady?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Actually, it's like, I'm just going to take a sip and chill. I don't
feel
know.
like
that
I should right
storyline's
now.
gonna be
Yeah, you're
wild.
me. Welcome to my world. It's gonna be wild. I do like Invincible. And like I said,
I
like
like Invincible.
I like it. I do wish they would have changed that storyline though. But
My main issues of the series is that storyline and the demon hell thing. A lot of people have a problem with it because it's hell. I don't. It was just boring, and it didn't have contribute
that was a
anything.
boring episode. Yeah, I agree. But let's catch up on a couple supers here, and then we'll move on to topics. Jason Webster, thank you for the Australian 5. Hi to the charming and exceptional X-ray girl, perceptive, wicked virtue, and sharp-witted disprue. Saucy Saturdays makes our weekend. Thank you, Jason.
Thank you.
And Ken says, X-ray, I was referring to implants and Botox. Thank you.
I tried
you didn't have to
Botox
super.
once.
Did you?
Oh,
Yeah. Just
judging.
honestly,
Yeah.
He did the first thing.
I just to try. I tried it over here and nothing happened. So I was just like, yeah, I'm never doing this again.
Good call.
we don't have wrinkles anyway, so it's like, yeah, I didn't. It's a hard sell to me when someone go, I'm going to insert botulism into your face. It just sounds weird.
Yeah, product of what is around you, honestly, because I had friends doing Botox. I'm like, oh, I'll try it.
I
It
would
was
have
a
just
good-
judged them.
Yeah,
Like, I can't
yeah.
believe you're doing that. What are you doing, you filth?
Honestly, didn't care for it. So I mean, I haven't done really anything too crazy. That's probably the craziest thing I've done. I've never done fillers. I've never done let's see, what do other people get? I don't know. The fat remover thing, or remember when those the pads that like ice your fat was a popular thing at one point. Forgot
Or
what the
Kim
name for that is.
Kardashian when she was doing the divorce one, and she was inserting salmon reproductive fluid into her face.
The facials, yes. Never did
well,
that.
well, yeah. I mean, I'm sure she had many facials, but this was specifically a salmon facial.
Yeah, that was very popular, or I guess it's still popular actually.
I've heard of that.
One thing I would have actually liked to try is PRPs, which is plasma something protein, where they take your blood and they spin it to take the plasmas out of your blood, because we actually do that in hospital for people with joint issues with like shoulders, and we've had like professional tennis players come and basketball players that actually got that, and that helped with like issues with their joints.
Poor Ian. Well, Hokies, here's your answer. Raider, you caught me in super chat jail. Enjoy your victory. Boo this man.
Damn.
You want me to? Here you go. Here you go, Ian. Sorry you're in jail.
Boo this man!
Poor Ian.
Cold sculpting. Thank you.
Yeah, I think I highlighted it for a second, but you probably
I heard someone or I've seen someone get that done. It's interesting. I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah. Probably not.
Platelet rich plasma. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of weird procedures. I just take my vitamins.
That's
I think they're all weird, creepy freaks. It's like I would rather undergo surgery than develop a personality.
I've done cupping. Cupping is not weird. It's actually pretty good for you. Shut up, Desperu. I'm talking about the Chinese medicine cupping, not just cupping a thing. Okay, whatever.
Oh my goodness.
It just sounded like a specific act. That's what it was.
It's not that specific act. Oh my god.
No, I know. Yeah, they set like fire underneath to burn the oxygen, and it does like a vacuum
Michael
tube.
Phelps
I know what it
did
is, but the way I've done copping, it's like, wait, what?
I've done and received cupping. True.
I've never cupped someone else, but they've cupped me. All right.
I'm definitely. Hey, with mammograms, you have to cup it a little, okay?
Carol, thank you for the 5. Just imagine the consistency of the pool after those models swim through it. Oh, if they had like all that makeup and then swim through the pool.
It just turns instantly brown.
Yes.
Well, wasn't there some guy who was like his first date was to somehow get the makeup off a girl?
It should be. I consider it lying. I've always considered it lying.
Jason Webster, thank you for the Australian 5. True, X-ray girl, wicked virtue, and Steph would each need very little to no makeup as they are already attractive. Aw, thank you, Jason.
Thanks.
You'd still have to take me swimming just to make sure. Men are notoriously awful at recognizing when women have makeup on.
It is so true, because there are so many men who are like, my woman doesn't wear makeup. I'm like, she's doing the no makeup look. Like, trust me, she's wearing makeup.
Which is the best look. The I look like a drag queen look is the worst time I could possibly have lived through, and I don't know why it appeared, except for Instagram filters.
Those types of faces, like the drag queen look, only look good on stage because it washes you out the amount of light that's on there. And I get it, because I've seen girls who wear makeup and don't wear makeup for like productions and dances and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's not the same in real life, like talking to a person face to face.
Yeah. Anna, thank you for the 5. Love Disru, constantly regging on America. He'll be living under Sharia law for, oh my gosh. Is it Shira?
Sharia.
Sharia. Okay. In 5 years. I think.
Firstly, Americans should look at their own demographics before they comment on anyone else's.
I was going to say,
also,
are probably the same.
Americans have a very strange problem that no one else in the world, from what I've seen, has, where people will comment on your nation and you immediately go, yeah, well, what about you? It's like, well, you agree with me about the problem that I'm commenting on your nation, though. Like,
I know you are, but what am I? I know you are, but what am I?
You have the same problem with your nation that I do, but you still feel the need to defend something that you hate just because someone else has gone, well, I also think this is a problem. And like, rather than allying with people, you immediately attack, which means that you're defending the thing that you don't like. And so it won't change. Like, every country has problems. But unless you can go around, like if you said something on my country, I'm not going to go around and be like, well, yeah, that isn't a problem. I obviously agree that that is a problem. But maybe when other people are going, this is an issue. Because one thing I actually like is Americans, when I see them on Twitter, although because they only see the highlights, they tend to think things are worse than they actually are. But it's still like helpful on Twitter that Americans find like news reports of England and be like, just speak the truth, because a lot of people in England can't. It'd be really weird for me to turn around to Americans and be like, I don't like you talking about this, because I also have a problem with it. I think you're kind of fighting against allies in that kind of regard.
I think I'll say the problematic, at least in terms of Canada, I don't know about the states per se, is that a lot of it is in the major municipalities where the big
cities are always worse than like countryside.
Absolutely. And
true,
someone
like
who lives in the
these-
country, I
Fair.
have no problems with it, but I also see it, the things that have come up that people talk about and the way, certain cities look. I've seen, I would say London has shown a lot of clips on Twitter that are disturbing to me.
Yeah.
London, Birmingham, Manchester, they're the worst. But any city, but I think that's the same in every country. The cities are the worst because they're the most left wing, they're the most where foreigners are.
Seen that in Toronto. No, it might have happened. It's just not what do you call it, viral. So there is that.
I think Canada has a tighter grip on the media than other places.
Maybe
because there are clips that get out, and you're like, oh,
because like the one where the young girl where she had that knife, and it came out that she had been attacked and whatever, her like friend or sister, whoever it was.
Do you mean the Scottish girl? Was
it Scottish? I don't remember. I just remember a girl with a knife, and they're like,
where she was like holding up two things in the picture. Is that what
like
you mean?
trying to hold the guy back and like backing up.
She
was filming
she
it.
showed him. Yeah, that was a Scottish girl.
Like,
and the guy had just come on to assist her before, and she was found
but
not
that
guilty
wasn't
on something.
captured in the video. Like I remember watching that, and it's like, we
well,
don't get
you know why that is? It's because when they arrive here, they are trained by the state that if anyone causes you any problems, pull your camera out and start recording. So they often cause the problems, and whenever anyone defends themselves, then they pull it out. It's deliberately done to cause, like basically everything is deliberately done to protect them.
Yeah. And so I remember watching that clip, and I was like, just because it's the internet, I can't believe it's either the girl or the guy's fault until we get more context. And I think it's either or.
It's easy to
I
judge,
side with my own
especially
people.
when you're just
my own
like...
people are innocent, everyone else is guilty. It's true. There was a time where I think it was Germany. There was a German police officer, and he saw two people fighting. There was a German and there was a foreigner, and he decided to tackle the German off the person, and then the foreigner stood up, stabbed the police officer, and killed him.
No,
because the guy was going around. The guy was going around with a terrorist attack, and so the German was stopping him, and the police officer sided against his own people. He only saw two people, and he could have profiled them either way. And the statistics are the statistics, and he chose the wrong side, and it cost him his life. Always profile. It's always correct. So that's why stereotypes exist.
Egyptians, when we went into Egypt, they profiled our group so hard. You can tell which ones were like profiled for whatever reason. People who had tattoos or looked like they did drugs or whatever were definitely pulled over for extra questioning. There's like this book that they like write your name, your passport, all this stuff. Wow. They got pulled over for that or secondary sort of things. But like, for example, myself, who I don't think I actually look like I'm a troublemaker. I'm pretty straight edged looking. Did not get pulled over. I mean, I guess even my tattoos are not very.
It'd be amazing if she did though. Like X-rays, the one they pull. You're going for secondary screening where there's like this skinhead with tattoos. Well,
I was gonna say,
go on, Steve.
Gary, for example, definitely were.
He was
pulled over.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, if you're looking at someone like me.
Yeah, but the thing is, that's also correct. Because you only have to look at your histories. Stereotypes are true. That's why they exist. Because it was something that happened so often throughout all of history that people recognized a pattern. It's like no one's going to think that Wicked is going to go out and randomly start causing trouble.
Yeah, especially if you compare it to people who have like a bunch of tattoos and all this stuff and blah, 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 whatever it is. You're like, okay, yeah, she's probably the least likely to cause trouble versus sorry, Gary, but Gary.
Well, he has been causing trouble.
I'm sure
I don't think it's offensive. To be
I don't
like,
think he's
"Yes,
offended by
actually,
that. I wouldn't think so.
We have a history and a proof that he is the most likely.
Yes. So you know what? I shout out to the Egyptian, border police or whoever's at the
You're staying
airport.
vigilant.
I think you have good profiling, and you're supposed to be able to do that. We do that unconsciously all the time. Guess what? When you're walking down the street and it's dark and you see someone like me versus
Yeah, if I
someone
see
with
X-ray walking down a road, I'm crossing to the other side. There's no way.
someone with
Gotcha. I don't
like
like
a
the way
hoodie
she's looking at me.
over their
You walk down a
head.
road, see a Canadian walking at you, you're like, there's
Oh my
something weird
God.
here going on.
Yeah, I was gonna say a hoodie with it over their head. You can't see their eyes. Who are you gonna be like sus of?
You.
Damn. Jay, you and I are sus then.
Definitely Jay.
Jesus.
This
Yeah.
like 6'3"
Super
guy
sus.
comes walking down the road towards me. I'm not in the middle of nowhere. Be like, what's this American doing over here?
I just hate that like people have lost this view of it's okay to profile. We do it all the time anyways, and people do it on Twitter anyways.
It's an evolved instinct because it provides a survival advantage.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Absolutely.
That's why-
But, you can't judge a book by its cover unless they're on the
Yes, you
left or
can.
right.
That's
Or whatever
literally
it
what
is.
a book's cover is for.
People
The
are
same
like
thing
that
with
because they don't
trailers.
want like their communities or their states or their county. Well, they don't want change, right? When you start seeing certain people that'll come in and change it, that's why some people just aren't cool with that. And I'll just leave it at that. That's a nice way of putting it. That's why some people are like that, and I can't say.
Well,
I
I don't think there's
Like-
anything wrong with stereotyping as long as you're willing to make exceptions for the exceptions.
What?
Like, as long as someone's willing to be like, well, I'm not like them, I'm clearly better behaved, and you're like, yeah, that's fine, fair enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Treat people how they deserve.
Oh, this was Ian's last super because he's in
R.I.P.
fat
Ian.
jail.
Oh, he's in
Ian.
jail.
Pounds. If me and Disparu had a baby, it would be a UPS cable with a giant head.
Wait, what? I don't get it.
I mean, the question is, like, I'm assuming you're saying one of us is skinny and one of us has a massive head. And I
Wait,
don't know
Ian,
whether he's
are you
saying
the-
both of us do or
Well, no,
one of us
because
is
you have
skinny
so
and the other one
many
has a huge
cables.
head.
You have so many cables. It's just in your DNA.
Unless
the
he
No,
was
I
the
don't think it's
UPS
that. I think he
delivery
means-
guy.
I think
think
he
he means
means
USB.
skinny with a big head. So I don't know whether we're both skinny with a big head or whether he's like one of us is skinny and one of us has a big head.
Did he? I think he means you. The USB cable. Clarify, please,
I
Ian.
still don't understand it, but hey, you guys can have a baby. It's fine.
You have our.
No. Apparently,
blessing.
UPS cables exist. They are a type
Oh.
of cable.
Oh.
Uninterruptible power supply.
Oh wait, that wasn't his last
Oh,
super.
well, you guys could go on forever and ever and ever and ever. I'm not
He's
He's not skinny. Okay.
But you have a big head? Are you saying Disparu's skinny then? I'm really confused.
The way
I
she
think
said
he's
that
talking
really
about the
made me seem
cable.
really fat. Are you saying he's skinny?
Disparu's
met
not
him,
fat.
I'm like, are you
Here's his
serious?
feelings
He
over
can't
there.
fit through a
Oh.
door. He comes to America just so he can feel at home with people.
Oh my god.
He's like, finally, I'm among my
Actually,
own kind.
One of the things that like I just remember when I met Disparu was like, you're so much taller than I thought you'd be.
Everyone says that. Yeah. In England, it was which was my first meetup. I was like, I'm surprised you've got legs. And then afterwards, there was just a lot of
like
people
that'd be
going.
the joke.
Well, yeah, but
Like,
afterwards,
the girl
people,
was
you've always
surprised that he's
because there
not
was a time
blonde.
my camera was like this for about 3 years, and everyone just thinks you're short if you don't take up much of your camera.
Yeah. Hey, people.
Whereas
thought
if
I
you do
was,
this, like you're so
7 feet
tall. You must be like 6 foot
Oh yeah,
7.
yeah. At this angle, you look like 7 feet tall. I love how people are like, X-ray 7 feet. I'm like, sure, we'll go with that. Poor comics for the longest time
Only in
ever.
relation to comics.
Oh, I wore 6-inch heels the first time I met comics, and the poor guy has been.
He's never been close to 6 inches his entire life.
Oh my god. Yeah, he's actually taller than me, IRL.
Black Kane, thanks for the 5.
You can actually fit X-Ray Girl next to him in the same matchbox.
Oh.
My god.
Look up was it Fenian? Is that how you pronounce that? Brotherhood.
The Fenian Brotherhood.
Irish immigrant Civil War vets that invaded Canada with the intent of holding it hostage for Irish freedom from England.
Wait, is that the same Fenian Brotherhood that they were? I don't remember for sure, but they portrayed it in the Guinness show. Forgot the name of it on Netflix. Is that the same Brotherhood?
To be fair, X-ray looks 7 feet when she stands next to Wicket. That is true. She's
So
7
the Fenian
several
feet tall next to me.
armies into British North America and Canada between 1866 to 71, aiming to seize Canadian territory as bargaining chip for Irish independence from Britain.
You're missing important context, though. From 1866 to 71, to pressure Britain, the American wing launched several failed armed incursions. So it's like, well, this is the Irish.
Okay.
If only they'd been sober, maybe they would have performed better.
I
They
think
talk
it
about the
was
look of the
same
Irish.
one
They haven't had much.
as the House of Guinness. Thank you.
The House of Guinness.
Did you
Which
watch that
explains
show?
why their military failed.
Did you watch that show? I actually
No.
liked it.
What is it?
It's very similar to I think it's the same director producer. I forgot as the. I haven't watched the show. Shoot.
Yeah, when she
Chat.
said, "What is it?" I really just wanted to say potato recipes. That was the only thing.
Potatoes.
Turns out that Wicked is actually Irish, not Italian. That's what we've just found out.
I
There.
am.
Trying,
I am.
hoping
I'm mostly
Kat
Irish.
Will know. I'm
Oh,
hoping
okay.
Kat will know. It's the one with Cillian Murphy. Peaky
Oh,
Blinders.
okay.
Yeah. Peaky Blinders.
Oh,
Thank
yeah,
you,
yeah.
Monkey.
Yeah, Peaky Blinders is good.
Oh,
I
and
gotta watch the
Joffrey's
movie.
in it. The guy who played Game of Thrones Joffrey.
In the movie?
He's in that show.
Well, no, he's not in. Oh, in what? The Guinness one?
Yeah, House of Guinness.
Oh, okay.
That's his comeback. That's the first thing I think that I can recall that he's been in since Game of Thrones.
Is that the last thing he's been in since Game of Thrones?
I think so because he kind of took a hiatus, which I actually think is really smart of him because he was so good in that role, people universally hated him. Unfortunately.
Which it is
I think it's
unfortunate,
really
like,
bad to take a hiatus when you're on your peak.
Yeah,
But
agreed.
He also couldn't get away from that role either.
Yeah, but taking a hiatus won't. You have to strike
Oh,
where
for
the
his
iron's hot while your name is
education.
known by everyone. Yeah, see,
It
that's
was
the.
forceful.
Okay,
It
so
makes
he did.
sense.
He did some other stuff. The famous 5, Safe Harbor, The Sandman, and then House of Guinness.
He did get a bunch of hate and threats, which
is
just shows how
unfortunate
good of an actor he was
Oh
for
yeah,
that
and
role.
he took a 6-year hiatus from 2014 to 2020.
Yep.
I would have, because he was also a kid when he had that role too. I feel bad for him in that sense.
Yeah, but the thing is, he looks exactly the same now.
Really?
He
No?
does. He does. In House of Guinness, if you can find a picture of him, just brew and show, he looks the same, but they try to make him look a little different. But it is what it is.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, I saw he was in Batman Begins. So I actually watched Batman Begins for the first time ever a couple of weeks ago. I didn't know Batman was a
Really?
trilogy. Yeah, I'm an idiot.
No, you're not.
I
just
thought
busy.
Joker was the first movie. I was like, Katie Holmes? We lost Katie to Maggie? What the F?
Yeah.
Anyways, so
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, to be fair, my dad went into the Joker movies expecting the same character from the Batman Dark
Heath?
Knight trilogy.
Did he not know that Heath Ledger passed away?
Nobody knows. Look, if you're a normie, you don't know that thing's changed. You expect it to be the same character across every movie. This is why when people are like, well, actually, this is outside of this, and this is inside of this, and we've had new directors now and new heads taken. Nobody knows. I remember I started watching the Spider-Man movies, and I would get annoyed because it'd be a new Spider-Man, and we'd do another beginning thing. I didn't know the Spider-Man had changed. I didn't know we were rebooting it. Okay, so you've recast him. Just carry on from the last character. Don't restart it with another beginning and all that kind of crap.
That's fair. The only reason I knew Heath had passed away because it was such big news and was like, okay, to watch him. Because I also liked him in not How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. 10 Things I
10
Hate
things
About
I
You.
hate about you.
So-
And then And then one of my girlfriends back in the day when Joaquin was doing the role, because they did a lot of the filming in Toronto, she had like waxed him. She was like
oh,
a
sorry.
method actor. I was like, oh
This
my God.
was
that'd
him
be
in 2024, and he just looks the same. He's just
That
changed his hair.
Ash
He's
looks
kind of like,
disgusting.
he's grown a mustache to desperately try and change the way he looks, and it hasn't worked.
That stash looks so gross. No, he's so much better without the stash. Ugh.
Yeah, the stash looks awful.
Yeah, but I think it's just because he will look exactly like he was in a kid in Game of Thrones if he shaves it off. So he's trying to change his face. Like, I'm sure he tried to make a beard, and that probably didn't work, which is why he got the mustache.
He looks like a state trooper or something, like in training, because he still looks so young. All right, let me get these last couple. Supers, and we'll move on. Jason, thank you for another Australian 5. Rachel Zegler and Pedro Pascal's acting were any more wooden, they would be fire hazards. Yeah.
Oh, damn.
BMC for 10 says, how many homes does X-Ray own?
I'm at my parents' house. So I visit every weekend, but last weekend I went home.
This was Ian's last one for 25 pounds. Gatro.
Another one.
That
You can see him there. He's like taking it down 5 pounds at a time to see what YouTube will let him put in.
Yeah.
Like, this is what I can do.
I mean, I get why they put that in there, but it's really funny that now he's in super chat jail.
He's like, damn it, I would do it if I could.
It's so funny. I guess you can't flirt anymore, Ian. Sorry.
Sorry. Raider, thank you for the 6378. Ian would have been licking so many of us. God is good in making him/her sick before MegaCon. Wow.
Oh my God.
Dang.
You know
Otherwise, he would
what?
have made a lot of other people sick.
There also is the UK meetup at some point. I will make sure to videotape you, Ian, licking Disparu's forehead.
Well,
I am
and
not
then-
letting him lick my forehead. I am not making that deal.
Hey,
I don't care how much he
Disparu
super chats. He is not licking my
headbutting
forehead.
Ian after.
He's not licking my forehead. That is assault. This is on record.
Dang.
I'm here for it.
He can lick your forehead then.
No, I don't have a penis. He doesn't want my forehead.
No one with a penis is licking my forehead. Like, this is
So anyone without one can. Is that what I'm hearing?
it would be more acceptable than someone with one. He could do it by proxy via someone that doesn't have a penis. That would probably be okay.
Well,
Look, I'm not saying I have high standards. I just have standards.
These are your minimum standards. No penis.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Especially from a Scotsman.
Speaking of meat, I think we should talk about animals.
yeah, let's go.
That's
Disco
got to
has
be the
this-
worst segue to Animal Farm of all time.
You're welcome.
We're
I was
great at
trying to think
segues
about
over here.
bacon, but it didn't work.
Yeah, well, Disparu's got all the tabs, so it's his time to
Yeah, I'm gonna
shine.
have to share the window.
X just logged me out and won't let me log back in. I already have tabs up, so it's fine. But like, hello,
Hello.
Yeah, X can be like window.
let me see if I can get it on my phone.
So I actually haven't been keeping up with this Animal Farm controversy,
Oh, my
but the
phone.
first time hearing about it was yesterday.
Same.
And I did see the Riley Gaines and the Tucker Carlson tweets, but and this is something we've talked about is like the critics versus what the actual movie is about. Well, I think we're actually a little aligned on this now.
Yeah, well, that was the way it started. So it was about they gave the critics massive, because quite often the embargo will come like a day before it releases or something. They had over a week where it's just a few professional critics had early access to it. Now, Gary has said they've approached him before, and that
Yes.
was quite a while ago. So he probably, if he'd accepted, would have been in that kind of original wave of critics that would have been like a week before or whatever. So this was about 13, then I think it went up to about 26 in total. It started at 13%, went up to 25%, and after it released, got about another 20, stayed at 25. So my first video was, look, the critics don't like it, but the book is anti-socialist. It's the entire book is about the the Russian
Russian
Revolution,
Revolution?
Stalin, Lenin, all that kind of stuff.
But with
and so
animals.
I wasn't surprised that the critics would hate it, even if it was like a correct adaptation. It's essentially against their ideology, so I wasn't sure. But then
you saw the trailer before the critics, right?
yes, so the trailer came out a long time before, got massively downvoted because people thought that it was anti-capitalist. There were hints that it had changed the story, but still from the trailer you can't really tell. You can make guesses.
Not 100%.
Yeah, it could have gone either way. So I was still... Look, this is from Angel Studios. Angel Studios is a Christian... They didn't make the movie, they're distributing it, but they are values-based entertainment, is what they pitch themselves as, Christian-based entertainment. So I wanted... Yeah. I wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt when I read the critics' reviews. The thing is, Animal Farm is so bad it's enough to turn George Orwell fascist. Not great. So then we get down to the rap. What the cluck was Andy Serkis thinking? All-star version, but a depressing allegory that adds new villains based on Elon Musk and a new ending.
And
now,
that's really like the whole idea that capitalism is a huge part in this movie, even though it wasn't in the book.
Yes. So I may be spoiling future tabs. I've forgotten the exact order because I did them at the start of the stream. But yes, the problem is, so this new villain is her. And as Tim Pool showed, that's basically Elon Musk's mom. Looks just like her. She drives a Cybertruck. And while in the original book, this pig, Napoleon, is pure evil. There's two pigs that lead because they're more intelligent, so they take over the leadership. One is, he believes in socialism, to use the allegory. He believes in the utopian vision of it. He thinks it can work. And Napoleon, this one, just wants to subvert it and take power and take control of it. Whereas in this, he's not evil. He doesn't want to take control. He's subverted by her, who uses capitalism, consumerism. She gets him into credit card debt. And so he's not evil. He is lured away by essentially her manipulating his ignorance of the real world and money. So it is capitalism that makes him evil and makes him do evil things, not being a socialist. So Animal Farm came out with this. This is the official Twitter account. I was never sure whether Angel Studios was in control of this or not, but they've been coming out with their own reviews, which are obviously all amazing. These are the curated reviews, which everyone absolutely loves.
Of course.
And then we find out it's flopped. So 3 million this weekend. And the issue with this is if you go down, Marcus Pittman has been absolutely destroying this. But 1.5 million or more of that comes from the Pay It Forward campaign. That is where when you go to the movie, you can pay for other people to also go and see the movie. Yeah. So over half of these tickets are paid for by other people. Oh, so that 3 million is at least only 1.5 million as a guesstimate in the weekend. So then I was like, because he was calling it a subsidy and stuff, and then it turns out, I think someone replied to me, yeah, if you subscribe to Angel Studios, you get free tickets. Now, does that count towards the box office?
Probably.
Because if over half of it is Pay It Forwards, and then even more of it is this free subscription, that 3 million could easily sink down to like 1.3, 1 million, and then it's an even bigger flop than it would first perceive. Wired came out and started saying MAGA is confused about Animal Farm, which is very weird to me, being over in the UK. I'm like, I have nothing to do with MAGA or anything like that. But their argument is essentially no one understands Orwell's books. It's not anti-socialist. Right-wing influencers don't understand what it is. It's actually critiquing power. And this is one of the issues that you've got. So Andy Serkis made this movie. He was a member of the Socialist Party in the 1990s. And you have to know about this guy because this guy has been doing this since, I think it's 15 years, 13 or 15 years. In 2013, he was coming out with articles about how this wasn't going to be about the Russian Revolution. It was going to be anti-capitalist. It was going to be pro-consumption. It was going to be anti-consumption. And then recently, he came out with this interview. Now, in this, you can see what it is about. If I can find the actual... Have I gone too far? tell you what, let's just put capital it.
There you
Well,
go.
if I can type.
Your little trick.
Yeah. He didn't want the film to be about Stalinist Russia. Instead, he gravitated towards the theme of capitalism, wealth, and overconsumption. Now, in the original interview, there's about 2 places which is interesting. If it'll play. Play!
Well, see, even there we go. If it pauses,
Well,
a couple times,
I've
I'm gonna
refreshed
laugh.
the page, but
Oh,
there we go.
there you go.
So the first is actually her question. His answer's only interesting towards the end, but her question, she basically lies instantaneously. Oh, you won't have audio, will you? Because I shared
There's
the
no-
window.
Yeah, there's no audio.
Okay, so it's a shame there's not text. She asked him a question, and it is, so when you came out, there's a load of controversy when it comes to the trailer. What did you think of that? Are you upset about that at all? And I know that you've worked a lot with the estate. Now, the thing is, in the same article, it says Serkis maintains the author's estate signed off on the adaptation, but then it says when he bought the rights, the Orwell estate didn't exert much creative control, requesting only that he stray not too far from what the book is about. Even though his book is about anti-capitalism, it's about all this kind of stuff. So what he said has absolutely nothing to do with it at all. Now, I do want to... I'll have to reshare it so you can get the audio.
Yeah.
Because his next comment is absolutely wild about why he wanted to make
My
it.
job is
Because
Oh,
he
there it goes.
basically says, when she's like controversy, something along the lines of, I really enjoyed the controversy because it gets more eyes on it and stuff, and Orwell's all about making discussion. But then he says this about being an artist.
that's what I do as in my job as an actor, storyteller, filmmaker. Any act of creating art for me is about saying to the audience or the viewer, think about this differently. And if you don't agree with me, that's not a problem, but think about it differently.
My job as an artist is to change your opinion, and if you disagree, that's fine. Just change it anyway.
Yeah, that's typical Hollywood though. They're like that we're right, you're wrong. We know art, you don't. You have to like whatever we put out. And so like I know Angel Studios didn't make an Animal Farm movie. They just secured the distribution rights and everything.
They got
But
the
Angel
publishing
Studios,
rights, yeah.
but they did mislead the audience about the content. At first I was not really sure why everyone was kind of like freaking out. It was just like you yesterday's when I first heard about this. I've never read the book, so I tried to do a little like quick little dive into it, and but this through like already had everything covered.
You
The messaging is completely lost from the original work, and that's why people are freaking
you would
out.
assume that because it's Angel Studios that they would have actually kept in line with the story of the actual book of Animal Farm. And the thing is, the fact that they haven't done that, okay, sure, but like, why did you accept it? Especially because
Well,
of
I think he's just
what you
told
stand for.
you. So,
Andy Serkis, I get what he did. Okay, I get it. But why did Angel Studios?
Okay, so
take it?
the theory is no one in Hollywood wanted this movie. So there was no one to distribute it. So they got like last call and they accepted it. One of the reasons they could have done that is because there is a bit of what's it called? A taboo around working with them because they're deemed to have a bad reputation. So maybe if in the future they can go, well, we work with Seth Rogen, we've got all these big names in this, they'll all work with
But
us.
Seth Rogen is the first red flag that I would have thought.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
When I saw that,
thi-
I was like,
this
wait,
is-
Seth Rogen's in this?
This is a woke Hollywood movie in every single sense of the word. So when he wore a Trump hat, make Animal Farm fiction again. The issue is Animal Farm isn't fiction. Like, it was based on the Soviet Revolution. It was anti-communist. Like, there's nothing about it. What he means by this isn't the book. He means his movie. He made a movie about what he thinks the problems are of today with Elon Musk and Trump leading the place, and now he wants it to be gone. By wearing this, he is showing that he is basically subverting everything. So this is where we get into the paid content.
Oh,
problem
it's
is-
really sad, to be honest. And I feel it really highlights that the shills aren't one side or the other.
Well, if
Yeah.
you notice, none of the shills have anything to do with our sphere at all, which I think is actually very telling. There is they never went to anyone who would be who should be supporting this movie. Not once. They went to people like Wall Street Mav, Redheaded Libertarian, random politics streamers
They're
who
more
don't ever talk
political
about
than
movies. Yeah, there's like
oriented.
there's like a Fox News presenter or something was there. Tucker
Riley
Carlson.
Gaines, Tucker
Like,
Carlson. Yeah.
None of these people talk about movies. And Wall Street Mav, the reason why I have to show you this is because it's not there anymore. Redheaded Libertarian had to delete her paid post as well. Animal Farm Partner, they got paid. Now, Tim Pool came out and said what he got offered. Tim Pool, when the trailer came out, trashed on it. He was one of the ones that went, obviously, by this trailer, it's obviously anti-capitalist. They came back to him, offered him money. He said 5 figures at first. Then he said it was probably between $30,000 and $50,000 he got paid to market the movie. So it's probably what Tucker's got because they're both,
But
similar kind of levels.
Probably equal footing on that. Yeah.
Yeah. So when people are like, how much did you get paid for doing this? Yeah, you can see the kind of what it takes to say something different, because I can't prove it now because he's deleted it and there's no archive.
A redheaded libertarian deleted her tweet.
Yes, but so did Wall Street Mav. And Wall Street Mav, I specifically remember, said this is the kind of movie that woke Hollywood could never create.
And it's woke Hollywood did.
Exactly. He was willing to say absolutely anything for the money. Never watched the movie. I'm sure they gave him early access and he didn't watch it, review it, care. He just took the money.
But that's the thing that as a movie reviewer, and we've talked about this in the last week or two, especially with a what movie was it that the critics were talking about, or just even TV shows, but generally it's like you cannot trust them because they'll say one thing, the audience views it as something different. And so they've lost their credibility. Grace Randolph even came out and said, the paid shills basically are paid to say this, otherwise you don't get access anymore. So what's the point of saying something different? If you say something different, you won't get the access to the movie. So she exposed the fact that they get paid for access and that payment is for them to positively review it.
Well, also, like, you are legally obliged by the FTC to disclose any paid partnership. So the Animal Farm Partner, maybe it's enough, but he actually went paid partnership. So this is a guy who's saying, this is a paid ad. I got paid to post this. The issue is what he's saying is absolutely incorrect. The people that they talk about, the way they talk about the movie, and this is the same with Tucker Carlson, the way he reviews the movie is he's talking about the book. The movie is nothing like the book. The movie is the exact opposite of the book.
Because they didn't watch it.
Yeah, exactly.
Surprise, surprise, Angel Studios has put out another banger. Like, I'm sure most of you read this masterpiece from Orwell back when you were in high school. And I gotta say, when I first heard Angel Studios was doing this, I was like, wow, even as a cartoon, this is gonna be bleak. Because the book is bleak as fuck. Anyone who's read it is like, oof, that's some serious material. Thankfully, Angel Studios has made it a little more fun. This is not the 1954 adaptation. This is a family-friendly, actually enjoyable version of a...
See, I've heard something that I got. This was Jeremy Johns had said this guy before the stream. I watched his review because since I didn't watch it, I wanted to get a few different kind of reviews. And he said basically that it was just like kind of boring too. And he said a lot, but he said that it watches as like a kid's movie, but
yes,
they're gonna disconnect. Like they're gonna pick up their phones and like go on their phones and get bored because it's not gonna keep them engaged.
Imagine Seth Rogen's humor forever.
No,
the fart
like
joke.
literal fart jokes. So I don't think I've got the clip here because I didn't want to include movie footage because I wasn't sure if you get striked outside of like
yeah.
But there is a thing where essentially Napoleon does a fart joke and he goes, "This is the sound of freedom," which is obviously Angel Studios' biggest movie. And it only comes across as they're crapping on the sound of freedom because it is literally just a really long fart. He says, "This is the sound of freedom." No, Hollywood hated it because they called it like right-wing conspiracy theories and stuff.
But I think that it exposed a certain part of things that were happening in real life, like
exposed things that were happening in Hollywood as well.
Yes, of course.
And the fact that
the BBC.
Like I think universally we should just assume that, doing negative things to children are bad. Why is that something that's controversial? Like, I don't
That's the
understand.
thing, is because they do it. That's what's so like disgusting about it. And real quick before I forget this, Jay says, "Would everyone be mad if Angel Studios makes my Achromatic Chronicles movie from my book?" Sorry.
Honestly,
Look-
it'd be very
No.
tough right now, given what
I don't think they would do
Farm
it right
is.
now, but I mean, like me personally, this was like I said, Angel Studios just distributed this, but they did mislead a little bit.
Oh no! It gets worse.
I was gonna say it gets worse, and that's why I don't know if that's a good thing. As
I
of
am
right
setting
now.
up the start of the week. It gets progressively worse. We are now
really
in
bad, Wicked.
So we started off with the paid review. We started off with
we got started with the reviews.
We
and
started off
then-
with the critics' reviews. Then the critics' reviews were bad. So then we had the paid reviews. Now the paid reviews contradict all the other reviews, and they start reviewing the book, like this guy. But then we move on to the other stuff, where the paid reviews didn't work either.
A very bleak ass book. Now, if you have no idea what this is, I highly recommend you read the book. I mean, I recommend you watch the movie too, but definitely, everybody should read this fucking book. It's up there with 1984. Like, read the damn thing. But Angel Studios made a version that I think both adults and children can enjoy.
I just want to point out he's not said anything about the movie.
He's just saying,
During
"Hey,
this
it's
entire-
so good, go see
Well,
it."
because he was forced to read
I don't
the book
think he's
back in the day.
I don't think he's watched the movie at this point. I think he got
doing
paid.
this partnership.
I think he's just like all the other paid reviews. I think at this point he'd got paid. He said some stuff and never, because at this point I'd be going like, "Oh no, he does this. This is a great moment. You'll really enjoy this bit," and you won't be doing spoilers, but you'd be talking about it.
Joy while also being educated, because the meaning behind it is something that has become so unbelievably clouded in our society today. The dangers of Marxism, the
It's not what the film's about.
corrupting power of power, and
That's not what the book's about. There's nothing about the power being negative in the book. It's not about power.
how if you're not careful, a couple grand ideas can lead you astray from everything you've ever believed. But yeah,
That's not the problem either. The problem is that the ideas were awful, and so they essentially manipulated stuff. So I have to share the other tab separately because he comes back and doubles down. Tim Pool called him out. Tim Pool called him out, and he decides to have a go back at Tim Pool. Because Tim Pool is like, "I have no idea what this guy's on about. This is not what the movie is. He doesn't talk about the movie. He doesn't say anything about the movie." And then he decides to have a go at Tim Pool.
10 seconds talking about the movie. What he assumes the movie is, by the way.
Yeah, he never actually commented on what the movie is. Nothing in that entire 1 minute 13 described the movie, only described the book.
all right, so I've seen this type of response a lot in my comment section regarding the new Animal Farm movie, where people are talking about how Tim Pool did a review and he said it's not anti-communist anymore. Now it's anti-capitalist.
Which is a fact. That's not arguable.
And look, I got no beef with Tim Pool. Love the guy, been on his show, wonderful person, but he's fucking wrong. This movie is not anti-capitalist. It does not invert Orwell's thinking.
Okay, so in the book, the problem is communism. They have a revolution at the start. They all believe in equality. They have to keep dumbing down the rules because stupid people need stupider rules. And that allows other people who have evil intentions to come in and manipulate the gaps between those rules in order to take over until they eventually just use force to totally take over. Then they change history, gaslight everyone, and all the people that had really good intentions just go along with it because they have good intentions. In the movie, they use money, capitalism, consumerism to undermine other people and take advantage of them and basically get them into slave debt, which then makes them do horrible things and sell off all of their friends into meat packing factories in order to pay off their debt, because they want fast cars, and they basically it's anti-consumerist. It is nothing about communism at all.
Now, I will say it is not a shot-for-shot remake of Orwell's novel, because when Orwell wrote that, the danger was communism, and the solution was capitalism. But let's be real about this, guys. We are not in danger of falling to communism. But what we're living in is not the idyllic capitalism that Orwell thought of. No, we are living in a bullshit version of crony capitalism.
So, it doesn't subvert Orwell's book, except it does, and he admits it, and he just said it immediately afterwards. He said he didn't subvert it. So what he has done there is say word for word, basically, what Andy Serkis said during the entire thing. And then
I think these are promo things that he's getting, and he is spitting it back out because it's just And I'm like, you watched the movie still.
I think
That's
he's watched the movie
embarrassing.
now, but he got a load of backlash, and there was 2 responses. You delete your review because you're wrong and you didn't watch the movie, or he's trying to double down, and he's doubling down in the way Andy Serkis is. But Andy Serkis is a socialist. So, yes, of course he hates capitalism. But to say it doesn't undermine Orwell's intention behind the book, and then go on to say how it's not anti-communist and anti-capitalist is you contradicting yourself.
I
So,
think it's funny when people who are rich are socialists. Sorry.
well, yes. I mean, Hassan Piker is one of the best capitalists who have ever lived, because he's managed to turn leftists against themselves and just give him all of their money. Like, this is one of the things. But yeah, he says, so the question is how much? There's no point in arguing if you're for sale, just how much I need to pay you so you'll say I'm right and we can be done with it. It's like, I
yes.
already know you'll say anything for money. So just tell me what I need to pay you so you agree with me.
And Tim Pool does have that FU money.
Oh, yeah, he
this
could
was
pay him.
disgusting. This was so disgusting.
What
Oh
is
my
this?
God.
So this, Animal Farm Angels Studios. This happened 1 hour after I made a video going through everything I'd just done. And I said, you know what, though? Look, maybe you made a mistake. Maybe you wanted to get in with Hollywood. Maybe there's loads of reasons. But the one thing that Hollywood always does is attack the fans. And at least you haven't attacked the fans. Well,
Yeah.
then 1 hour later, they published this. I have to reshare this again. I hate that you can't share audio. of a
Audio,
window,
yeah.
But
Yeah, I
here we
know.
are.
Me too.
This was so bad. I can't believe they filmed this and made this a thing.
Well, also, I think I can basically prove that they can't back away from this because they had control. But if they do want to say they didn't have control over the marketing, your name is all over this. The moment your brand goes on it, and it's all over this throughout the entire video.
Your responsibility, your
guilty.
accountability.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Animal Farm. No one wants us to be together.
They haven't even seen me. They're judging a movie by its trailer, which is what trailers are for.
Yes.
That was a comment I
Yes.
make all the time. There's a lot of this where I'm like, I don't know what your point is because you immediately contradict yourself.
But still,
At Chloe Rice 8272 said, Seth Rogen is probably the last.
She even has Angel written on her. Like, I don't know how they back away from this.
And the
This
fact
person
that they're
become the-
bringing people's like screen names with
Yeah,
their
they're
messages.
These are quoting reviews, and the point of quoting the reviews is how they're all wrong and evil. They are saying that every single person that doesn't like this movie is evil.
Mind to voice a character who's literally meant to resemble Stalin.
resemble Stalin as a pig.
Seth Rogen is a perfect pig Stalin.
People are
It's worth noting that pig in this isn't an insult as such, because it was just an allegory. So Orwell thought that writing fiction had more impact than writing cold, just basic journalism. But he was writing about Stalin. It's not insulting to be a pig, no more than it's insulting to be a chicken. Unless it's done in the context of this story. Because in this story, the pigs are evil.
saying I should have been rated R, full of blood, darkness, and despair. At Huff UITV said, making Animal Farm kid-friendly is dystopian.
It's a story about talking farm animals. It's read by kids in middle school.
George Orwell made it that way. It's not like we're doing Schindler's List with farm animals.
As Arch said
Wow.
yesterday, you are doing Schindler's List with this. This is a story of the Russian Revolution. The bodies piled high. This is one of the it's one of the most horrific periods in human history. The amount of people that starved to death because of this. You are absolutely doing Schindler's List with farm animals. That's the point.
And the thing with kids' stories that you read is, these are timeless classics, by the way, that I've read. And maybe I didn't read Animal Farm when I was in school, but we read some pretty dark books.
Well, did
Yeah.
you watch Watership Down?
No.
Watership Down is a really horrific cartoon, but it scarred a generation. But it really hammered home a message, and that's what this would be. If you did a genuine adaptation, you could 100% show it to kids. And it'd be like, yeah, it would show. It's like Bambi's mom dying. It's that kind of thing. Yeah, it gets you attached to the characters, but it kills them for a reason. It's to give you a message,
It's a
which is the
learning
point of
lesson.
stories. Yeah,
Yes.
like it's to deliver the story and the message and the meaning and the values to kids in a way that they know. You're not supposed to wrap kids in cotton wool. because that's their like absorption stage. That's when they take messages, and one of the best messages you can have is communism is evil.
Except now, apparently, we all want communism. Sorry, it's communism in my head too. It's dark. You think it's actually good, but how successful has communism been?
Well, never, because equality's a lie.
It's Animal Farm.
And then at Dustin Maddox 9445 said, "It is wild that Angel Studios would put out a pro-communism movie that would."
See, they keep referencing Angel Studios. I don't think they can get away from this marketing.
Yeah, no, they can't.
They insert themselves.
Yeah, like this should have. Look, if this didn't go through your studio, it should have done, and you need to work out why it didn't.
From an anti-communism book.
But I hate communism.
Me too. And at generically entertaining.
No, you removed any anti-communist message from the movie and you made it anti-capitalist. You can't just go, I don't like communism.
He said, "You don't even need that windmill anymore. Just hook up a generator to George Orwell's grave and he'd power the whole farm." Because he's rolling over.
I get it. It's really funny.
It's not true.
But it is really funny.
It's really funny.
So Angel fans hate me?
No, most don't. You passed the guild. It's a loud minority trying to silence us.
Like the pigs.
Wow, this is real attacking of the fans, and they're trying to silence us.
The pigs are evil. To liken your audience to the pigs in this book,
to be evil.
Well, yeah, they're just unrequited evil. They killed millions of people in the Russian Revolution. Like, you are not just calling them pigs. This is not just like likening someone to an animal in this. Like, it would be. This is like a really, truly horrific insult in this context. And you did that to the fans, and you said them are the minority. I'm sorry, but you made $3 million over the weekend. How minority is this? It seems that actually everyone didn't like this.
I think Christie made more money. Sydney Sweeney's biopic made more money than this.
You are. Orwell's book is incredibly well known. It's incredibly well liked. There are way more people against you than with you, and you're like, no, you're just a loud minority. Well,
just like every other movie that has failed in Hollywood.
I think it gets worse.
Zoom.
I just want families, including kids, to understand why communism is bad. Is that?
Well, then read the book, don't watch the movie.
That's so wrong.
They'll never let us be together.
Because of Seth Rogen.
Because of Seth Rogen. So I guess we just won't release you to the world.
I'll disappear, like Boxer.
I love you, Animal.
Oh, by the way, in the book, the Boxer was meant to be like the socialist workers. They were the kind of low IQ but just really trusting, hardworking people that wanted the best for everybody. In this, he dies trying to save somebody. It's got nothing to do with being the socialist worker getting exploited for his labor at all. They've removed any kind of socialist message or being worked to death under a communist regime. They've destroyed Boxer's reputation.
I love you, Angel. Goodbye.
I don't care what at Dustin Maddox 9445 says.
Me neither. We can't let the pigs win.
Never.
Wow.
We can't let the audience win.
That's
essentially what they've said.
yeah. No, it is. That's awful.
I don't know what they were trying to do releasing this clip. Like, F you chuds. Like, is that what their goal was? I have no idea, but it does not help their cause.
No,
it's the same as the Ewan McGregor car video. It is just attacking the fans. You're always a tiny look. If all the criticism of all these things is such a tiny minority of people, why are you releasing 2-minute videos, fully voice acted, character acted in front of them in response to them? If these people are so insignificant, why are they so important that you have to respond to them in the first place?
Like, not even just a text response. They had to get lighting, camera, editing, costume, all of this. This was a full production for them.
Yeah. And it's always been the case that if this is just a tiny minority, why aren't you making money? Because everyone's like, this is horrible. And everyone else is like, yeah, this is horrible. And they're like, well, you just don't matter. Now, I say that myself. But when it seems to be the majority of your audience, when you keep getting people unsubscribing because you're not backing up to your values, yeah, maybe you should listen to them. Stop doubling down when you've made a mistake. Like, Angel Studios could have come out and gone, look, we made a mistake. We didn't realize. We didn't know this was what it was.
We didn't do our research. Whatever it is, it doesn't matter. Take accountability.
We saw Animal Farm, thought it was anti-communist, and we signed it up, and we didn't know. Like, people would respect you so much more. So, because all this came from, and including that last video, came from the Animal Farm trailer, I was like, maybe they don't have any power over it. The exact same word-for-word message has come from every single Twitter account, including the Angel Twitter account. They are sharing marketing for this movie. I don't think there's any separating these two accounts from Angel itself because of this.
Man, that's really unfortunate. Like you said, they should have taken accountability and they could have saved their reputation a little bit, but they're just digging themselves deeper.
Oh, no, they're blaming you.
Yeah.
So any Angel Guild studio member, they all voted on this movie. So Angel movies apparently go through a voting process where all the members of the guild vote whether they want the movie, and then if they do, then the movie gets made. It's seeming, though, there's a load of people who are Angel members who are like, I'm a member of the guild. I never got to vote on this. And then other people got to vote on it, but they were only given the stance of, do you want Animal Farm to be made into a movie?
Oh, so they didn't know what no trailer, no nothing. It's just Animal Farm.
They never saw it. They never judged it. And if someone like Animal Farm is entirely in line with Angel Studios, it's this specific version of it, which is the perversion of it, which isn't. But Nick Cersei said, decisions by consensus absolve anyone of responsibility. You are cowards. You can't just go, other people said this. We have no power.
And it's kind of sad because we had and I say like reliability on the fact that you were going to uphold a certain value for the content that you were going to bring. And this is what you brought out. And hey, say it was the guild. Blaming it on them entirely does not absolve you as a studio for even bringing it to the guild.
Yeah.
I see no difference between me putting up a poll of what topic do you want for a video to come out, and then me releasing the video, it doing crap, and then going, I can't believe you all made me talk about that. Yeah. That was awful. It got no views.
It's the same thing with X-ray. So I can get a requisition and it has the wrong X-ray on it. And if I do the wrong X-ray on the right patient and all that, guess what? It's still on my fault. I have to take accountability that I didn't do all the XYZ to make sure it was in line to do that. It's the same thing with Angel Studios. You have to do the legwork because you are a studio. You're the person, the middleman from consumer to the movie. However you do it, whether it's making the movie or distributing the movie, you have to be responsible for that.
The thing is, I always wanted to like Angel Studios. I didn't want to see them as like the villain in the thing. Even in my second video, I end it by going, look, at least you didn't attack the fans. There's been a mistake here. Something's gone horribly wrong. I understand big companies, things can fall through the cracks. You need to look at your own company, work out why this was made, why this was signed off, and make sure it never happens again. That was 1 hour before they published the attacking the fans piece. And after that video, I don't know how they come back from it, to be honest.
I don't think they will.
Because you've doubled down way too much, and now you're just like, well, we used you for money and launch power, and now we want to be mainstream Hollywood. That's the way it comes across.
It is really sad.
What Fake Wizard found when he went to go and see it kind of backs that up. So at the end of the movie, you get given this screen where it's like, what do you think of the movie? You can do why I loved it and leave a review, or I never want to do this again, leave a review. And if you go to the negative, you get told your opinion is wrong. Napoleon says it's incorrect. Correction payment portal is now open. Currently reviewing your feelings.
Wow.
Squealer has issued a formal rebuttal. Benjamin refuses to comment. Lucky is still running. Notified of your incorrect assessment. We heard you. I kind of like the misspelling there. I have to admit. Yeah. But you're wrong. It's been stamped as incorrect. Opinion rejected. Current wrongness level 100%. Audience verdict Absolutely loved it. Never do this again. 0.2%. It's just you on your own. By the way,
not
would you
one
like to give
thing.
us money anyway? Yeah, you hated the movie, but give us money because I'm correct. You owe us money because you were wrong. Everyone else disagrees with you. And now this is basic social consensus stuff. It's something that modern society's gone through a lot.
It's a lot of peer pressure.
A lot of people will just go along with the majority. They don't want to feel as if they are the only person in the room, and that's all what this is.
Do you have some of his clips of the theater ticket stuff?
No, I didn't get those.
Oh, god dang it.
But
okay, I wish I got that.
Well, for anyone, it's basically he went through to various cinemas and the seats that are reserved are all the same. Now, that's
The
not
pay it forward thing, because the Angel Studios
Yes.
does that thing. It's like, buy a ticket so someone can see it.
I included something earlier with the I can't remember where it was. There was one of the things that I had earlier was a pay it forwards thing of, oh yeah, I think it was here. Yeah, so 1.5 million, about half of the entire 3 million that it predicted, right? Because we're not through the weekend, but predicted 3 million at the end of the weekend. Over half of that is this pay it forward donations, which is from what you've just seen at the end. You can leave donations, you can buy as many tickets as you want. And I think it's replied to this. Yeah, so Marcus Pittman had been going against the movie a lot. And he says that a lot of the face-based entertainment stuff is like charities and churches mass buying tickets so that other people can go and see it for free. So that's what a lot of the tickets were. So if you go and book tickets in the cinema, a lot of the seats are already pre-booked as reserved for essentially free tickets to be given out to other people.
And Wizard went to whatever showing he went to. There were tickets bought. And when he went to the theater, it was empty.
Empty. Yeah.
And this
Now-
actually makes me think back to, do you remember when Sound of Freedom came out? And that's when I ever heard of pay it forward type of thing. It's like pay for your tickets.
Angel
so someone can
Studios
watch it.
does it all the time. Yeah, pay it forward.
So I'm even wondering from back then, and this would be so scummy if that is their way of inflating.
Well, it would be inflating because just because I buy 5 tickets because I really like the movie and I want to support the cause doesn't mean that 5 people will even take them up on it.
Well,
But
and the problem was Wizard said he applied on 2 different days. It was the same ticket queue number. So
Oh.
it wasn't even a different number. Never got
Yeah.
tickets.
Well, the other thing as
Surprising.
well, though, is it hides the demand from the movie. So we know $3 million, terrible. Like, this is a fully animated movie. It's got Seth Rogen in it. It's got lots of big names in it. The cast of this is, like, similar to Invincible. Like, when it comes to the fame levels of stuff, these people will be are the kind of people that when they do voice acting will earn hundreds of, like, well, not hundreds. Like I think it's tens of thousands of dollars. I can't remember. I saw numbers of what people earned in Invincible. It was astronomical. But either way, it's going to be very expensive to get the cast of this to voice act the movie. 3 million is like scratching the surface. This is quite a high budget movie. And we don't know the demand. We just know it isn't 3 million. And
Yeah.
some of
probably
these
lower
people that
than
got
that.
free tickets will have paid. So is it 2 million? You know,
Is it 1?
Yeah.
Is it
we
less
just
than?
we just know that it's less than the already massive flop that the box office provides. And I don't think when you're already flopping like this, you can come out and start attacking the fans. But I think we can make some guesses about what the timescale that happened. So Nerdrotic said he was offered to watch the movie in advance and
Like an
give
early
a review.
screener.
Yeah, but no money. Now that was before all the critics, like the corporate critics came. So they probably had the same deal. Yeah, we'll give you an advanced screener, you release your thing, and that's whatever. All those dropped, got 23%. A few days later, paid critics came out contradicting all of them, basically reviewing the book, not the movie. None of them seem to have even seen the movie from what I can tell about the comics.
I wonder if
And
they
I
even had a
think-
screener.
Just
Or
my
these-
own speculation, because I don't have all these people's emails, I don't know. The way it seems to me, though, is that you had all your normal critics. They got badly reviewed. They did a paid marketing campaign in like response to it. Paid a load of people, basically right-wing slop accounts that they were pretty sure would just say anything. And they all supported it. Never watched it, didn't care, took the money, ran. And then when that didn't work, then they attacked the fans. They've basically done step by step the same Hollywood appeal that goes with everything.
And it's so sad because now we're lumping a bunch of people that are supposedly, like I hate the idea of sides. You can't trust anyone.
Well, there are obviously sides because there are people with different moral values and stuff, but people are willing to be bought on both sides. And one thing, look, you could say what you want about Tim Pool, think what you want about Tim Pool. He has been going hard on this and hard on these people and hard on like essentially selling their values, which is exactly what they've done.
Yeah.
And there is no way you can read this movie as Orwell's book. It's just impossible. And so anyone that is paid partnership and saying it's just like the book is anti-God, I wouldn't be trusting them in the future.
It devalues the paid partnership, which it actually should be devalued, because I do think that idea of critics who are paid to go see the movie early and do these screeners and blah 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 blah. I can't trust them anymore. I'm just gonna have to wait for someone who I know can't be bought off.
Well, yeah, I mean,
unfortunately,
Angel Studios contacted me exactly once, and I don't know what the name of the title even was. I'd have to go into my messages to find it out. But it was some movie set in a prison, and I watched the trailer, and it was like, yes, we may be in prison, but through the value of the Lord, we may get redeemed. And I'm like, this isn't my movie, and I don't want to crap on Angel Studios thing because I want them to do well. I may not be religious myself, but obviously England was founded as a Christian country. Founded America was founded as a Christian country. I have Christian values, even though I'm not religious myself. And so I should be on Angel Studios' side. I should want them to do well. I want them to do well. And it's them which seem to be going against everything they've stood for. And if this was just if this was anyone else, I wouldn't even be talking about the distributor, because you're a business, you want to make money, you take any customers from any customers from any angle, left, right, doesn't matter. You just provide a service. That's fine. But that's not what Angel Studios have pitched themselves as. And you can't simultaneously ride one side and pitch to one side and pretend you're one thing, and then also attack them when you pitch leftist arguments against them. Pay right-wing influencers, ostensibly right-wing influencers, to go there.
The attacking the fans was kind of the nail in the coffin, because
absolutely.
If they had taken accountability for whatever it was, however it came to be that you got Animal Farm, maybe there would have been goodwill. But they doubled down, tripled down, quadrupled down, even with their paid partnerships. Sorry.
The attacking the fans removed any out that they had. Because they could have just said, look, we didn't know what it was going to be. Andy Serkis has been saying for 13 years at least what this movie is going to be. Maybe they didn't check. Maybe they saw Animal Farm and got it wrong.
They didn't do the research.
Maybe there was some rogue employee that greenlit it who had too much power that they've now fired. There was loads of outs at that point. Until you attack the fans. Until you attack your own audience, then it's over. And because then they had a week. And if by that point, if I've worked out what the movie is, if you've got all these critics telling you what it is, you know what it is. And you still decided to film it and put it out and sign it through nothing in a corporation gets sent out without it going through multiple layers of people signing off. And that I don't think there's any rowing back from that, unfortunately.
Yeah. And this just highlights a process when it comes to at least film and TV and all that, the review, making sure it goes through due process. Because if you have certain values in your company that you preach repeatedly, then that should be the films that are released. But hey.
It's like me coming out as a feminist. It's like, what
you are a lesbian.
Lesbian. It's easy to get that confused.
More.
It's easy to confuse that. People see the lesbianness and they're like, feminist?
That's my secret. I just lure them in.
Lesbian and what?
Converting people one woman at a time.
That's wild. I really think Angel Studios just put the nail in their coffin there with that. Like,
I've seen that exact word for word comment underneath. I've also seen them called Fallen Angel Studios.
Well, they
And-
are
and-
fallen
it's
at this
attack-
point.
And
They
what did
exist
you gain
after
for
this.
it? Your
Surprise.
movie flopped. It's not as if you even won a thing, because my entire point has been like, movies have a target demographic. Angel Studios has a target demographic. You had one that you could have marketed to, and you gave them the wrong movie, and so they don't like it.
I saw Seth Rogen in Sausage Party, and I watched it for 10 minutes, and I couldn't.
I couldn't
So
either. That
I
movie
will
was
never
awful.
watch him in an animated movie ever again.
Seth Rogen is like one of the most unfunny people alive. In
Yes.
fact, I think I tweeted out today that I hope The Onion buys the rights to Seth Rogen, so at least Seth Rogen isn't the most
great.
unfunny person on earth.
Like, he was good in the studio in the sense that it was a parody of himself without him making it a parody. I thought it was funny in that sense. But
I thought it was funny just because it was true. When he sat there and went, you know, I've always loved movies. I got into this job because I love making movies, but now I think I just ruined them. And I'm like, yeah, you do.
yeah.
I was like,
In most other movies, television shows, I don't care about him. No.
well, he was in The Boys, and his grand joke was, I don't like weed, I just sell ashtrays to people. I don't know where the comedy is, you know. But I don't know if anyone has. I don't know if you have seen the Onions. They bought the rights to Alex Jones's show.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
And
Infowars.
they tried to do a satirical version of Alex Jones, and it's
It's
probably
unfunny.
the least funny thing I've ever seen in my entire life. It is just a guy with a glass of red wine going, "This is human blood," and that's the joke for about 3 minutes.
That's not funny.
Well, I don't know who this guy is because he's some American guy, but apparently he's a comedian. And he's trying to talk in a moment. He's like, because he can't even think of a joke. It's like, do you not have a script? Did you not write anything? Like,
Jimmy Kimmel might be funnier, and that's really sad.
Jimmy Kimmel would have been a better presenter because he wouldn't have gone, he couldn't think of what to say next. It was almost like he spent so long trying to impersonate Alex Jones, he forgot to write the jokes
Oh,
once he
Tim
got the impersonation
Heidecker?
down. Yeah, I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
He just sounds like a beer. That's all I know.
It does sound like a beer,
Heineken.
like
Yeah.
Heineken.
Yeah.
All right, let me get these supers, guys. Thanks for waiting. Jason Webster, thanks to Australian 5. Let's campaign to
Thanks
make
for
extra
waiting.
drunk Canadian
Look,
of the year
when you gave me a
2027.
segment, it was
I
gonna
don't
take-
know.
No, it's fine.
No. I'm gonna nominate Viva Frey.
Mr. Blue Sky for 5. Man, I really want to make some comments, but I can't. F this friggin' movie. Yeah,
I kind of want to watch it, so I want to reread the book. It's actually free on Audible right now.
Oh,
So if
maybe
you
I'll
do
listen.
Crap,
want to,
I
it's a-
bought it.
He said crap.
well,
Yeah.
I just bought it. It's the one narrated
The
by.
text version is free, but Audible is paid. Well, I bought it anyway.
Well, okay. I guess it depends on who the narrator is.
I got the Stephen Fry version.
Oh, it was not the Stephen Fry version that I.
Yeah, the Stephen Fry version is Animal Farm and 84. So
I mean,
that's
I
probably
think
why
the
then.
Stephen Fry version would be better. He is a superior narrator.
He's really, he's a really good narrator. He also he has his own like personally written intro to it about like the context of the book and stuff, which is cool.
I got the Adriel Brandt one for free if you do want to get that one for free, but now I'm kind of
It is a very short book. I think
3
it's like
hours,
3
1
hours.
minute.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's extremely short. Yeah.
Yeah. I might check out the Stephen Fry one, but I just want to I want to refresh myself because it's been a long time since I read the book. Almost 15, 20 years. Anyways.
Monkey Hate Clean for 5. I don't get it. Why is Will Ferrell and Anya Taylor-Joy telling me how to think? I
Her
guess
big eyes
Yeah.
are like
Have we mentioned Will Ferrell this episode?
No,
I
it
can't remember
was
what's
the guy in that like sketch that was Animal Farm and Angel
He looked like
Studios.
Will
looked a little bit like a
Ferrell-ish.
discount Will Ferrell.
Oh, okay.
That's-
No, I
yeah.
do get it. Yeah.
Yes. Anyway,
It was the thing where they're like, I hate communism. It's like, well, could you have put that in your movie then, please?
yeah, right.
Oh, you can get a Animal Farm Andy Serkis narrated version.
No, no thanks. I'm good. Thanks though.
I've always wanted my anti-communist book narrated to me by a
It's
socialist.
$12, guys. 12 Canadian dollars. 3 hours, 48 minutes.
That's probably the same as the Stephen Fry version that gives you 1984 as well.
There
I think it
is
was like
an
7 quid or
Orwell
something.
collection on...
Yeah, that's what I got. Orwell collection with Stephen Fry.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to buy that with a credit. I feel like that's worth it.
That's what I did.
Yes. Animal Farm in 1984. I actually,
Yep.
I have plans to read 1984. It's just not happened yet. Comics
Well,
told me multiple times.
I had it and I'd read them when I was a kid and stuff, but re-listened
I
to
think
them
with
for
adult-
the videos.
Adult mindset, this book will hit different. Books will hit
Oh
different.
yeah, because it even includes things that we didn't have names for at the time. So virtue signaling is actually plays a part of the start of the book. It's like, oh no, but you don't understand. I don't even like milk. I don't like milk and apples, but the pigs need the milk and apples because it's brain food. It's a health thing for us. And so I know you want them and you thought they'd be distributed equally, but we need them more than you because we're the leaders, you see. And so if we can't think properly, we can't benefit you as much. I see that now as no different than the idea of representation. Look, I know you thought you could get a job, but we need the job because we're representing all these people over here. And we don't want the job. We don't want to be taking yours. We don't want to be making millions, but we just have to. It's for your benefit that I'm becoming rich.
And I find the craziest part is a lot of people who preach communism, socialist values are rich people.
Oh, yeah. Well, a lot of it comes down to I was always a rich kid, and so I just got given money. Why can't everybody? It's just come, and a lot of it. There are many reasons, but if you are a rich kid and you don't have a very high IQ,
you just assume that that's the baseline.
You can only understand your own life. Yeah, you
Exactly.
can't comprehend the problems. Of it.
Absolutely. And as people who, I say as people, I have family members who are
That's
literally
correct. Communists aren't people.
I have people who are afraid of going back to their home country. My family in Vietnam, who they have communism over there. It's kind of scary. They're literally scared.
Well, if you want people who don't want to return to it, just go to Eastern Europe because they lived under it and they despise it. It's only people that didn't live under it want it. I think that says something.
And you know, I watch videos of like EBT stamps and all that, and people who are like, "I deserve this. I deserve that."
Oh
no,
my gosh, you don't work
You
for
just-
it. Stop being lazy.
House of Cards. You are entitled to nothing.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, go on, Wicked.
We got one more super. Thank you, Jason, for the 5. There are examples of great classic literature that haven't received a film adaptation. They should be making faithful adaptations of those instead.
I agree.
Agreed.
I
Well,
don't think you get a faithful adaptation to anything.
It would be
probably
nice
Good,
to
not
bad.
do.
these days. Not these days. So what do you guys have going on? What are you doing extra in the next couple days?
Tomorrow, Forbidden Frontier in the evening, and then let's see, next week, typical stuff. Morning roasts, gaming with Kara, gaming with Tugs, and Poor Choices.
What about you, Disparu? I know you just had your Animal Farm
Yeah,
videos that came out. What else you got coming out?
Yeah, Animal Farm videos. There's another one coming out, because the last one ended just before they decided to attack everybody. So now there's a more angry version coming where I'm like, last time I said you didn't do this, and then you immediately did this. There's probably going to be a review of Animal Farm coming at some point, and then it's going to be back to other topics. So I've wanted to do something about critics, the point of critics. Is there any point of critics anymore? And for ages, I wanted to do like a Kristen Stewart video.
Oh my
because she
god.
seems like a
Wow.
complete lunatic. And
She
I've got
is.
loads of clips and loads of interviews. I just need to do the video.
Yeah, do it. You can do it on like a slow week, right? Like when nothing.
Well,
is
yeah,
like
it's like it's not time thing, but it's always
She's
got pushed
crazy.
back and back. Yeah.
Ever since Twilight, even just the values that she had, and
yeah.
she
Well,
cheated
again,
on Robert Pattinson. Okay,
With the director for that Snow White
Yeah.
One of the most, you should find this clip in your video. If you, I don't know if you can put it, I'm sure you can, but there's such an awkward clip where she wins, like, did she win like best kiss or something for the MTV Awards with
But she already
Hemsworth?
cheated on him by that point.
Well, no, she won for no, this was for Snow White and the Huntsman. And she's like, "Where's my huntsman?" Or I don't know. I think that's what it was, like his best kiss or something. And he was like, he went to the bathroom or something. Like, he didn't come up on stage. It was it Liam Hemsworth or no, it was Chris. Chris Hemsworth was a huntsman, and he just it was so like awkward because he knew that she was winning probably and was like, I'm not going up there. Like he went to the bathroom at the perfect time.
No, a lot of the stuff that I have her with is sort of interviews where she's like, we need to do this and we need to change the industry in this way. And it's like, isn't it unusual? Every single suggestion you have about the industry benefits you. It's like
it always does.
You don't like,
a lot of people are very selfish and it comes out in statements like that.
Yeah.
Wow, Ian.
Ian.
You know what? I agree with you. I'd kiss Chris Hemsworth too. Screen crush. Skin crush.
Tomorrow.
He wants him in a kilt for a reason.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, in Thor, you flick too hard, damn it. A lot of the girlies love that.
He'd like to flick at any strength, I'm sure.
He'd like to genital joust Chris.
Just flick him in general, yeah.
Sorry, Wicked, what are you up to the next few days?
Tomorrow at noon, I'm having a watch party. We're going to watch Scott Pilgrim vs. World on my Patreon. And then I think tomorrow night, I'll be playing Mario Kart with Patreon members. So more Mouse PI during the week than Vera and Virtue on Wednesday. And as always, Saucy next week.
Hey.
I'm going to send you guys over to Project Egg Roll. Say hi to the guys.
Say hi to him.
Yes. Have a great rest of your night, and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.
Whoa, buddy. I'll say it.